you to cut that hand right now.
Hello everyone and welcome to Nameless Esports, the weekly tournament that we have running here. I am Lowacki, joined by Kenzo here today.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing quite good. Sorry for the little bit of drop off. I forgot we had an intro. My lord, that ain't working. Shout out to Ben, as always, for doing some great work in the back end. And Jonesy, don't yell at me too much. I know you're doing fantastic work as well.
Goated.
Welcome back, everyone. Sorry for the little bit of a delay for that. We did have some technical difficulties that we were working on. And then also I do have another side guest. Hold on. I don't know which side. There's a green guy back there you can't see, but he's there.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Which side to lean to.
Oh, that's right. Well, the cookie's back, so people are happy.
They sure are. Hey, I've had that one for a while, Mofus. Don't ask too many questions. He's just there for the show. Don't ask me what it is. Don't ask where I got it from. He's just a nice little guy. They know. They know where it's from. This is impressive work. But today, we should have some exciting games for you guys today. We have a lot of repeat customers here today, a lot of new customers as well as a bunch of players anywhere in between those two little extremes, and it should be some incredible stuff. I do want to say a shout out to the Nameless Esports that got 8th overall for the RLCS contenders. Team Silence, Paula G's, that did an incredible job getting that 8th overall, playing against some incredible players last time.
Yeah.
Incredible work.
Yeah, congratulations to them. You know, it's tough playing in RLCS. You know, we saw it a couple of times with Soulless Pass. Soulless Pass, they made it far, but in the end, you know, they got knocked out, but it was still pretty good for them. Team Silence going all the way to top 8 is pretty impressive. So something like that, they should probably keep that momentum coming going forward.
That they absolutely can, and I believe they can go much higher as well. But I have to ask, have you seen any of these teams? Have you checked out the bracket and seen any repeat teams that you would love to see a lot of work for? I know we do have a university starting off on the first one. I believe it would be the Governor State University here. We love starting off the university teams in the beginning because they have unpredictable players, and we love showing respect to the university players who are just here to have fun and get on the board as well.
Yeah, not only university players, but a lot of high school players coming into this league. For repeat teams, you know, it's usually you got Peak Esports who've been here before, but we have not seen them on stream. Soulless Pass, always here. If it's not Soulless Pass, it's always some other team. No other team. I'm trying to think of the name. Zave Esports. There we go. So they're starting already. Okay, never mind.
Two goals have already happened, I believe, if you check up at the top. You had Blake and Innocent Penguin, a great play there to score. But let's just try and see exactly where we are at. These are some incredible names that I am going to absolutely struggle with. But it is a best of 3, 1-1 with 3:20 left on the clock. So a little bit of time has gone by, and this should be a high-scoring game. Apologies for the slight delay. And Frank Dank, Dank? I'm just going to call him Frank, with a beautiful goal and a great assist from the Innocent Penguin.
Yeah, that's a bit always empty net. Look in the bottom right corner, and Divine Corp. I've never seen these two teams actually. And it's very interesting. It's always the first game that is usually getting the nerves, always feel for each other see how this team is going to just, you know, react to a lot of things. You know, Governor State already up 2-1. I know a bit about Governor State, went there, have family that's gone to Governor State a little bit. But it's just interesting to see how Divine Corp reacts, as I think, yeah, that's Flair trying to set up something. Innocent Penguin trying to set it over to his teammate. Not going to find anything there. Just, ooh, equally misses coming from both teams. Still the first game, so they have a lot to work off. It's interesting just to see these two teams, as always, here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, and the start is always, as you were saying, the most intriguing parts, because why, yes, you might have a lot of synergy with each other, but you might not have the greatest synergy right at this time. It does take a little bit of time to get back into that. I mean, we had a double commit there. I mean, Innocent Penguin and another man hopping up on that ball, so there is a little bit of fun happening, some control happening from CAJ, pushing it forward, pushing it past another, but it does get read out. Wow, these names are going to be the death of me. Flair, ready to pop it out down towards center, and it gets cleared. This is going to be hard to cast.
Yeah, it is, but that's us as casters. We have to basically cast and keep up with a lot of things. And speaking of names, a lot of these team players have come up with some really creative names. I don't know how y'all do it, but y'all come up with the craziest names I've ever seen. As Kaje, I hope I'm saying that right, gets that shot denied by Governor State. A little bit of up the air, big rat flying through the air, looks for the reset, goes for the double tap, woo! There's Kaje with the assist, and it's tied 2-2.
That is big. Almost got the flip reset, but it did get sent straight down to Big. I'm going to call him Big Car. Wow, these names are going to be the death of me here. But an incredible play, off roof, flip into it is quite nice, and that shot might just be straight in, and it is to make it 3-2 for Governor State University. Minute 30 left in this game, and Balak does it himself.
Yeah, do it yourself all the way. Empty net, miscommunication on the kickoff, just very bad timing. That's why you always have to figure out is, should I go for boost on that opening kickoff, or should I wait in the net? That's always just what you have to think about. Now it's Big Car, trying to make a play, gets caught off by GSU players. Over to Flair, Big Rat trying to set something up. No, it's Innocent Penguin gonna cut it off. Big Car once again tries to set something up, but there's Innocent Penguin once again, just cutting it off. There's Balk, tries to set something up, can't find it. Now it's Flair with possession, and Governor State is going to once again deny a minute remaining on the clock. Divine Corp has to come up with something, otherwise they drop the first game. Over an Innocent Penguin, Blake Son tries to go, Balak can't find anything. They try to set something up, and now it seems to be Governor State on the receiving end of ball at the net, just off target a little bit. Governor State still trying to find the net. Oh, they missed it. Oh, they had something. Balak still trying to get something. It's free once more. Over there is a Penguin, and he gets it into the net with the assist.
Now, I will say that is an absolute blender that they were put through there. Left, right, center, uppercut, and in for the final seconds there. We have 31 seconds remaining in this game. Governor State University, or GSU, is up by 2 points. However, 2 points in 30 seconds is entirely doable. And a shot on target, and never mind, the odds are getting much worse. 3-2, actually 5-2, with 3 points ahead, and it is rough for them. I mean, this is just great pressure, great positioning, and right now, it looks like Divine Corp doesn't have a proper response, but they can work on one in the next game. I mean, that's more than likely what you are thinking, but you still want to get up 1 goal at least, get some pressure, get the tempo, because we're over 1. Just gets read out.
I thought he was going to do it himself. We've seen this so many times that players decide to say, you know what, I'm going to outmaneuver you all and just make a play. Just the technique, the finesse is all that is needed. As the final seconds tick down, Governor State is going to probably take the first game. If you're Divine Corp, now you got a little bit of a knowledge heading into the second game, and that's going to be it. Governor State wins 5-2, just equal shot, a 12-shot difference over to 6. Governor State really brought a lot of the offense. No answer for Divine Corp.
Yes, indeed. That was a relatively exciting game, especially because we only got to solve the last half, unfortunately, a little bit there. But that is entirely fine. The performance that was put in that short little time frame was good, to say the least. You had great pressure from Governor State University and some great attempts from Divine. I mean, you had that great 2-tap play straight towards center and just putting it straight in the back of the net. I would love to see more of that from Divine Corp here. But there's still a lot of things that can happen, especially in this next game. I'd love to see these series go all the way through to game 3s to make it as exciting for you guys as possible, but run-throughs are also incredibly fun as well.
Yeah. Yeah, run-throughs are very fun, but it paints a little bit target on your back, if in my opinion, because now everyone is probably tuning in, seeing how you're gonna perform. And now, if you're Divine Corp here, you have that now is coming into game 2. You have that bit of just coming into, and like I said, 10 shots to about 6 for both these teams. Governor State, they really brought the offense to them. I'm absolutely shocked just to see how these two teams play as we heading into that second game. But if I'm Divine Corp now, I want to at least get that pressure just off of us as we get set with the second game. 6 on the field, 5 on the clock. Let's play some Rocket League as his ball tries to get that early kickoff. It's Bitcar, tries to fly through the air. Looks like double tap, can't find anyone. It's Flair. And now Divine Corp working about the teamwork. Flair trying to outmaneuver everybody, but he can't find anyone, just gets denied.
Yes, now Innocent Penguin is running it up on this side. Big Car gets bumped around, and it is pushing. He still keeps control of the ball as he gets bumped across. Over to Big Rat. He will get a second touch here, up high and center. His teammate is there, but just not fast enough. Big Rat tries it, but gets read downwards. Flame sends it center. He takes his time. Big Rat is back on ball here, and he just gets bumped and sent. Now Balkson sends the ball even farther forward. This is a good point for Governor State. Gets sent center, and a great read and a save. Flame has a little bit of time, but not enough because Innocent Penguin does read him out. Sent center, but nobody is there for the shot just yet. It's put close and in by teammates on Divine Core. I'm not going to blame anyone, but whoever did that, we're going to blur your name out for secrecy.
Oh, man, that's just so unfortunate. Very tough goal to defend. I saw what Big Red was trying to do, trying to just cut that off, but Innocent Penguin just kind of forced that in towards the net. And now, if you're Divine Corp, you have to take that off immediately. That's not what you wanted to do. As Flair rocking the energy skin. We're not going to speak of energy of what happened to them. That's in the past right now. We're talking about that downfield, and it's Frank with the down shot. Once again, just 4 shots from, I'm saying not 4 shots, 4 defense from Divine Corp. Flair, he tried to defend that, didn't have it.
Yes, indeed. I believe the main thing that Divine Corp is struggling from is positioning and lack of boost, because you do see they have practically none for this. I mean, you have 2 members that are pushing up with 0 boost. You just can't have that happen. It doesn't matter if you are getting drained. You absolutely need to get your hands on some boost. But Flair sends it forward. He will try and read this off wall, and he does quite nicely. Sends center, but none of his team is there at this point in time. Now, Big Car. Great read off wall, and we'll try and get a second. Finished it over 1. Gets bumped across, and there's just nothing he can do. It gets sent center, clear in, and it's saved.
Ooh.
And more control is here. Look at the back and forth. It's sent across, straight center. This is not looking good, and that is just in from Frank and Dank.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I have to agree. Frank the Dank did a great job. Nobody back there towards that net. That's why you can't double commit so much in Rocket League, because you leave that net wide open. That is really bad for Divine Corp. Down 3-0, you have to start getting your hands on some boost. You're just looking at the players. They don't have boost. They're trying to make plays, and they don't have any. You have to, because otherwise you're not going to be back downfield or have the speed enough. Meanwhile, Innocent Penguin just missed it. Divine Corp getting a lucky right now. It's Baker trying to pop it over ball. It's going to immediately just cut that off.
Ballock almost got that ball in, but it was just saved very close. And that was a slight little misplay, because now there's only 1 member on defense. Flick high. Great receive from Innocent Penguin. He still got some boost in a dream, but he does get dropped down, and there's a shot coming in, and Flame almost gets that goal in. But now the ball's getting cleared out. Nobody is there to receive it on the side of Vine. However, a save. Double commit, though. Little bit point of concern. And boost is an even bigger point of concern. Now Balkan has boost. Continues it up wall. But he will get read out by his teammate. Innocent Penguin sent across. And nobody is there for the proper receive and send in. So this ball will just die right here with some more attempts happening. But it's just not enough.
Not enough, and you can just see Governor State is answering anything that Divine Corp is just bringing to them. Innocent Penguin trying to finesse his way. Little Tech, no, gets instantly read up by Big Red. Big Red flies in the air, tries to send it over to center. Falk just a little too slow to get there, but he does able to read it off the wall, tries to send it to his teammate, tries to send it over to Big Car. Big Car pops it into the air, a little too high, and now it's Innocent Penguin with 2 touches from the 50. Can't find anything. Flare tries to set something up, and it's Divine Court trying to cut it off. Big Car tries to run across midfield, tries to do something, and it's Innocent Penguin yet again cutting things off. Divine Corp can't set up a play. You could just see Governor State immediately cutting it off, shutting down any offense that Divine Corp is bringing to them.
Yes, but this ball is just rolling all the way across the map. Minute 10 remaining in this game. Slight little misplay, but it was almost a fake of sorts. I mean, boost steals are happening across the board, but no real pressure on goal is being made, except right there. It just gets almost edged in. Slaps both corners of the goal, and honestly, we call that an around the globe where I'm from. Now the ball is continuing even farther forward for the side of Governor State. It is still in their half, but they're not horribly concerned about it. Ball gets sent down. Big Rat looks over one, gets sent across, and a great clear. Now they have one more man to get across. Innocent Penguin receives. He has time, tries to get it over, but he gets read by Big Rat. And now ball is just continuing well. Right on target, but it is gone. All right, we have Big Car with the ball, setting it center, and he just gets read out again. None of these balls are going through, except for that one right there by Big Rat. One more tap, and he just gets read one more time. These reds are happening like crazy. Somebody call the librarian, because these books are getting read. Don't ask that ref.
Yeah, they are. I mean, like, these reds, as Innocent Penguin puts the nail in the coffin for nothing with 9 seconds left. It's just really, really bad for Divine Corp. They can't get anything going. It's just Governor State is reading them like a bug. They're not even giving them opportunities to even breathe. Anytime Divine Corp sets up a play, has something there, they immediately get read by Governor State as that clock ticks all the way down. Falk tries to set something up, tries to put one more in towards the goal, and Divine Corp, I had to feel bad for them, but they did play good, but Governor State was just a better team tonight.
They have a shot, Big Rat, and they at least get one on the board. In the last little segments, you had Big Car. Honestly, I'd say steal a goal a little bit from Big Rat. It might not have gone in, so I will still allow it, Big Car. Great goal there on that read, but they do their best to get back in it, so they have some sort of hope going into the losers bracket, where there is still a chance to get back into this game and go back against the exact same team you lost against if you want to have some fun with it. But that is game number 1, technically game 2, but series number 1, going to Governor State University over Divine Corp in a 2-0 fashion. Not the greatest, but still some great plays all across the board, and it wasn't a total blowout. There was at minimum a goal from both teams that spiced it up a little bit.
Yeah, and that's just a little bit of sadness for Divine Corp. You still have the opportunity to kind of get that get back in the losers round. So if you do run into Governor State again, if they lose, then you probably know the status coming in. But for Divine Corp, they got read so easily by Governor State. Many times that Governor State really thought they had, sorry, not the Governor State, Divine Corp had a shot there. Governor State was right there, ready to make a play. Just so bad for, I feel so bad for Divine Corp. They had everything going, but Governor State was just a better team tonight.
Yes, indeed. They had the pressure and the tempo are the main things. And then they also had a little bit more in the realms of skill here. It's entirely fair in these sorts of tournaments. You do have a wide range of talent, which is entirely fair. Do not get down on yourself, Divine Corp. It was still a great game. As long as you don't get total blowed out, it is entirely fine. And as long as you're having fun, what does it truly matter? But for that, we will be taking it to a short break while we do prep up for the next series. Don't go anywhere. We will be just right back to get that all ready for you. See you all real soon.
Go. Swag still going to be here trying to make sure they get it over towards that blue half.
Kind of bringing it towards him, though.
8 seconds left to go. You got one last
Gotta
chance.
keep in the air.
That's what he did, trying to put it over towards the orange side. 2 seconds up towards the top. Phantom K clears it out, and that's going to be right to he should be able to get one. No, it's going to go back.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Finally finds the last second heroic goal, and that will be Purpose Gaming taking. Counterattack is on to the side of the ball slappers, and it's looking like a good one. Demon's able to make the save.
Demon denies exact the equalizer, but he comes right back. He knew he had the defense beat. He knew they used all their resources to keep him out the first time, so he just had to bide his time and get to.
And you find an answer once more. This is not how you want to start the kickoff. Bowler be over towards the side. He looks for another. Lena's able to push it out towards the corner. Gnosis tosses it up towards the center. Should be an easy collect for Nightya off the wall. Nightya finds a second. That's going to be right on net. Nightya, the redirect off the wall. Double tap. Oh my goodness. Phenomenal from Nightya there to take the 2-goal lead. And oh, so close from the defense. Will be towards that back wall. Will be collected. That's going to be Jacob P. Able to find that one. Now going to be in the corner. What else can you do with it? That's going to be nothing for now. It will go towards the top side. That's going to be Giannis missing. It's dangerous, but will be the side of last-minute French. Able to clear it. That's going to be the goal, too.
Oh!
Blaze able to find the flip reset right over top of who was it? I couldn't see it on that one exact this time.
Oh,
you
man.
can't save everyone. Blaze puts a push towards the orange half. You didn't even get past the 50-yard line, and that's going to be a shot on net save by Exact. And now that's going to be Sada able to clear it out towards mid, and Jacob looking to collect.
Ooh, it was almost a setup play there. Velocity's going to back pass it to Nightya. Exact going for the demo. The Nightya retains control. He's going to get a double reset. Oh my goodness. Nightya with the setup that you dream your teammates would give you. With a double flip reset that Velocity just collects in the top ends.
We got 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds. Can you get it done in regulation, or will we have to go to overtime? Gengar air dribbles over everyone. 90%, 2 goals back to back off the kickoff. Gengar shows up big. Air dribble bumps Sith out of the way, says, "Give me that goal." And now show up once more, and now it will. So Woofy started to air dribble forward. The bump trying to come through from Reeker. Reeker won't be able to find it, but so Woofy will, and he'll find the goal. So Woofy has both here for the Zada's AV Sports, and they have tied it up 2-2 going in to the latter half of this game too.
Gonna dribble it in the air. Ooh, the accidental bump on Sith going for it. But still able to make it in time off the wall. Oh my goodness, almost fell into the corner, but it sets up perfectly for Reeker to take the first goal of game 4.
Sith, a phenomenal job there. The double tap off the post, and Reeker is
And this is, like you said, a war of attrition. Who can hold out until the last second?
Yeah, it's what about that as Chris gets it in. Finally, a score happens. He forces his way as Dr. Duck tried to make the last second save, but it was not going to be nice. He actually, Chris knocked the player out of the way.
No, can't get the angle. So
Way too much.
He's looking for it. Oh, he's gonna score! So Woofy seals the game! 10 seconds left. Rhyme or reason does not matter when there's that little time, so Woofy puts it away and slams the clock on the floor. We might be looking.
AV Sports, congratulations. You finally done it. You are our champions.
defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4 for disaster. Oh.
Pretty much as Talisca goes another goal. 5-4. This game is not over just yet, folks. Portuguese Bim Bam looks to say game over. Now the
8th. L was coming in to try and get that one in, but Monk just was there for the clear. They can get this one. Oh no, they have 2 seconds left as
No, it's not possible.
L finally gets the redemption, and he'll cement that goal, giving his touch. Has Reeker waiting for it, goes right to Reeker off the wall, but Fast is wiser to it. Sith's now gonna struggle to try and keep it out. Gets a beautiful reset and sends it to Reeker. What a beautiful play by Sith as he freezes the ball in net, or excuse me, in the middle of the air, and gets a tremendous reset, and Reeker was ready the whole time.
Yeah, you have to. And that was a great analogy, as you can just see as oh my goodness, Monk already shut me up.
What a reset.
The casters can't happen to be a game, can it? As Monk, he has that reset, fakes out. Yeah, they are. They almost had something. Rotating up had something on, but just equally denies. Bug gets a shot.
Oh,
that boy towards the net, and Fast
Where
is going
does
to
that
tie
come
it
from?
up.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. We have the second series today where we have We Dem Boys versus Kagumos Gang. I apologize if I mispronounced it. I am not the greatest at pronouncing certain things, but I am joined once again by Kenzo. Welcome back.
Yeah, happy to be here. I gotta say that first game was pretty good, but this game I'm excited to see what these two teams are bringing towards the table. We Dem Boys, hopefully they ain't Cowboys fans. Y'all suffering right now. As
They always are, truly.
Kagumos game. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Please don't beat up the casters. We are it is tough to pronounce some of these team names, I will say that. But I'm excited to see what these two teams are. First time that I'm seeing these two teams in action. First time we had these two teams on stream. We have a lot of teams that do play. Sometimes they get shared on cast. Sometimes they get what's the word? Sometimes we do call the games here. Sometimes we don't. But you know, it is what it is.
All right, but this should be a good game. Since we are in the second round, every single time you do get farther into these rounds, these games get more and more exciting because as soon as things start off, it is a little bit random because you do have a bunch of new players and new teams that can be entirely random. God, it is hard to focus when someone's talking as well. But apparently we will be doing, there should be some new casting styles happening around a little bit later on that should be coming along later on. But things are always in the work over here at Nameless Esports, so you'll see a bunch of new things, a bunch of old things, and a bunch of things anywhere in between that should be a lot of fun, mainly for all you playing and all you watching as well. For the people actually making the stuff, well, it's a lot more fun as well.
Yeah. Shout out to our production crew. They always come up with the best things ever. You know, we gotta highlight, you know, the production crew that comes up with a lot of the stuff, comes up with the weekly highlights, the social media team that always hypes up everything.
Mm-hmm. That they absolutely do. But for this one, do you have any predictions, mainly on names? Because I do know we have a... Too many questions, Bofangle. I'm sorry. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Nothing has changed. We are entirely fine. Don't ask too many questions.
Everything's fine. Don't ask questions. Just consume product.
But I believe we did have some great things from We Dem Boys. I'm pretty sure we have seen them a little bit of times. If I'm not mistaken, they are one of the good teams that we have seen. Oh, well, my stats are not showing exactly that. The names are still fantastic, though. But I believe Weedham boys should have a little bit of that advantage that I would love to see here. But I love to be surprised. And it should be fun because they are the boys.
Yeah. And like I said before, hopefully there ain't Cowboys fans. They are totally suffering right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're a Cowboys fan. I apologize. I apologize.
I'm pretty sure I remember seeing a analogy that someone used. The Cowboys haven't won a Super Bowl on color television.
You know what? That's fair, but you know,
I
we got
don't
6
remember
on.
if that's true, but it is sad
probably
to say the least.
It's
But
very
Meeks up
probably.
in the air, flip reset. Oh, that was a bump on his own teammate. Ball gets carried out. This could be on target, and absolutely is.
Oh.
Rando scoring the first goal of the series and the game. 11 seconds in. Beautiful and well done.
Look at this, just the assist from Novu. Rando comes in, he gets that fast break he needs, and already we them boys to a good start. As it's honestly just very tough to see as Nonly gonna try to do something over Novu. Novu just gets there in the nick of time and cuts it off. Drox looks to settle, looks to do it himself, and he will.
Drox.
My goodness, what a shot from Drox.
Now that is beautiful. First, he gets it past the first two, and then he plays it incredibly smart and just makes Randos technically score the ball by himself. I mean, he just rolls it slightly above, and he reads exactly what Rando's going to do. Unfortunately, Rando isn't as random as he's predicted to be here. Now the ball continues forward. You have your Karma. I'm just going to call him Karma here. Apologies for the fun names here. Great pinch across the board. Now you have some time. Novu, it gets set across, and it's set across one more time by Bar. Now Novu, 40 boost, and gets sent to Mars. Nonly Secret, up in the air, flip reset, gets it over one, gets it over two, and it's just and Nonly with a great play, and a nuclear play nonetheless. Look at it. Over one with that flip reset, and he just continues rolling it in the top left bins. Great and well done from that man right there.
That is the most technical way you can score a goal, all the way through, up and over, the finesse, the control. He looks to do it again, honestly, but you can't find anything as Novu pops it in the air. Really bad decision, but he gets bailed out by Rando, gets bailed out by his teammate. That was a very weird decision from We Dem Boys. Don't know what they were thinking. They're leaving empty net off the crossbar. They can't find anything. Now it's We Dem Boys rotating right back downfield. Draft's gonna cut it off, sends it downfield. It's Neox tries to set something up over to Nonly. Nonly can't find anything. Now it's Kowamo's gang tries to go back
Great
downfield.
shot,
And
Rando.
there's Rando. Oh my goodness. And we are tied up.
This is a great game. I mean, beautiful shot nonetheless. Gets it over two, and Draux could do absolutely nothing. Mainly because he probably could have thought that his teammate was getting it, but he just gets read beautifully. But now we have to go. Draux gets over one. It is center. Nobody's ready for it just yet, but he finally gets in. Nonly with another nuclear shot, scoring another goal and a great assist from Draux.
My goodness, look at this one more time. Nonly with the assist from Draux just slap shots it in towards the net. I know we're not playing hockey right now, but that was almost a hockey type shot from Nonly Secret. Now We Dem Boys down 2-3. They still got time left on the clock. It's very back and forth. Tries to set something off the wall. Looks for a teammate. Draux not there in the nick of time. Now it's Rando. Very empty net. Draux from downtown. What a shot.
Now that is smart plays. That was just a overcommitment, and Rando saw the opportunity and just put it straight into the back of the net with a nice little assist from Novu as well. Now this is a game 3-3 with 3 minutes remaining and 3 minutes and 13 seconds. You know, got to throw as many threes into this lobby as we can here. But now, shot almost in, but great read because he knew his teammate was awkward. Now Rando up in the air, pitches it off roof, and just gets red. Rando might want more, but he will not be fast enough. Noakes up in the air, flip resets, and it's just in once again. Noakes with an incredible play. These solo plays are all amazing and over the top. Truly, get that man his pilot's license.
I feel like they're trying to make the top 5 weekly here with all these plays that these players are making. They're trying to get some highlight clips and get some highlight reels as up 4-3. They have a lot of stuff now. Randall, they do, as Cuomo's game does miss up on the kickoff. Now Nolly gonna do it himself. Fly Juliet in the air. Look at the empty net. No, but it's Karma yet again with the save in the nick of time. Draux pops us in the air. Looks for Naux again. Gonna try to set something up. Trying to get it towards the net. No, they cannot find it. As they do something now, Naux gonna reverse. Very weird decision, but it does pay off. Now Novu gonna pop it in towards the air. Looks for Karma. Gets instantly denied. Still trying to find the net. Lots of offense between these two teams. A lot of high-scoring affair, and there's Novu again, who ties it up. I think that's his second goal of the game.
And that is a back and forth. This is truly one of the games of all time, especially in Nameless Esports here. A great shot nonetheless, but now there's 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining, and it's 4-4, so there is a lot of time for some things to happen. Novu goes for a solo play, tries to get it under, but it's just not there. Now, look at the play, miss fake, and now it gets sent even farther up. That man off roof, but he gets red. Lot of boost missing on the side of the gang here, and the gang just gets scored on by Yokoyama. 2 minutes and 2 seconds remaining in this game, and it is 5-4. Ouchie.
It's just, there's a whole lot of offense between these two teams, between Widom Boys and the gang. It is just so back and forth. Little no defense is being applied in these segments, and if you're the gang right now, you have so much time to get on, but you gotta get that red out of you. Yes, they do, as Naux just makes it in the nick of time. Now Novu is gonna try to set his play up. Lots of back and forth. The communication very on point as Naux flies through the air. Now Lee's secret not there, but Draux in the nick of time off the wall. They gotta get it in towards the net. Yes, they do, and Draux ties it up once more with 1:40 on the clock.
Now, at this point, predictions are almost useless because these goals are going back and forth. 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, all the way to 5-5. And these goals are happening roughly every 30-odd seconds. Possibly less if my math is doing right. And guess what? There's another one in, and that is a 5-second from Nolly's secret. The secret is out, but the goal is in.
That is a great announcement. Look at this. Nolly's secret. Somebody tried to come in and knock that projector off. That was Novu who tried to get in the last second, but denied. But Nolly's secret, the secret is out. It doesn't matter. As once again, the gang up by a goal. And Nolly's secret tries to do something again. Tries to look for the double tap. Novu instantly read it like a book. Parked the bus, as you want to say. As they just get something up, Draux tries to spot up into the edge, to do it himself, very at the net, off the crossbar, can't find anybody. Now it's Widom Boys tries to set something up, Randall misses completely, as they have to now rush back downfield. Applying the pressure is the gang a little bit, as Randall gets that save in the nick of time, and the gang is just fighting everything they're playing, but it's the pressure, and there's Draux again. Now the gang with a 2-goal lead with a minute left, sorry, not a minute, with a minute and 2 left on the clock.
A minute and 2 is still time for a bunch of these goals to be happening. Because if you remember the statistics we've been pulling up, roughly 30 seconds, more than likely less, at about 20 seconds a goal at this point in time. This is about as high scoring of a game as you can see. Neither of these teams love defense. They just love the fight. One dead. Neeks puts it in, and that is even higher. 5-8. Widom Boys are truly not liking how this gang is rolling. Neeks puts it in, and this is a great concern. But as always, there is still more time to be had. Widom Boys have a lot of energy to be had here.
Yeah, these teams are not giving us casters a chance to breathe. Let us breathe, Jesus. As you know, it's just so back and forth now. Neeks tries to set something up. No, it's Novu with the touch. Now it's an empty net. Novu has to get back downfield. Tries to do it himself. Tries to finesse it off the crossbar. No, Drax misses. Oh my goodness. He
Great
misses.
read, Rando.
Rando tries to set something up. Novu just misses the time. Now it's Karma with a chance. 30 seconds off the clock. Tries to make the score just a bit more decisive. Oh my goodness. Neeks gets denied by Novu. Novu tries to do it himself. Tries to fly to the air. Looks for that reset. Instantly denied. Now it's Rando. Rando tries to set something out off the wall. Looks for that double tap. 10 seconds left. No, that was Neeks. Instantly cuts him off. 5 seconds left for 3-2. It's now he tries to get one last shot in towards the net. No, off the crossbar. No, ball
Come on,
still
get
in
that one
play.
more. You got it.
Oh,
No.
he can't get it. And Kawamo's gang takes the first game by 5-8. So many shots between these two teams. High-scoring offense in the first game.
That they absolutely did. That was a incredible back and forth that we were seeing. I mean, it was 1-1, 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 4-5, and it was just rolling all the way up until we did get to that 5-5, where the Kwamos gang did pull through and make it those 3 additional goals at the end to secure the lead. But there is still a lot of things that can happen in this next series, especially with how much of a close game this game was. The next game should be even better.
Yeah.
And wow, they would give us time to...
Oh, wow, okay.
Beautiful, ladies and gentlemen.
These two teams, they just want to say, hey, let us have fun. Let's get into the game. We're ready to go. And speaking of ready to go, Neek tries to top it into the air, sends it flying downfield over to Secret. Secret, oh, just not there. Misplacement by him. But Neeks is not going to be denied. Still applying a bit of the pressure as Karma sets the up. Drax tries to deny him. Looks off the crossbar and dunks it in towards the net. Already, Kawamo's gang is off to a good start.
And that was just off roof. I'm not even sure he did get the flip reset, but guess what? It wasn't even necessary. Now the gang is ahead in the second game. But things can still entirely happen. Ball is center. Now you have Nonly up in the air. Gets it up even higher. Tries for a secondary touch, but it's just not there. Neeks just almost puts it in with a great save and a great read from another teammate as well. And this ball is just rolling. The pressure that this gang has is immense, to say the least. The boost that Weedham Boys has is quite slim. Look at that play, though. A little bit of a misplay, dodging his own teammate, but who cares? It is beautiful. Nonetheless, that a shot almost gets sent in, but crossbars away and gets sent even farther away.
I thought it was gonna be just a shot for Kawamo's gang. They might have it. Yes, they do. As is it's Neeks. Neeks, excuse me. I thought that was Drax who scored for a moment. No, it's Neeks. Just gets it. Oh, very tough angle as Rando tries to get that last second save. No, just a bit too much for him. And now the gang up 2-0 with 3:56. Still time for Weedham Boys to make a play as we get a demo from both teams. Tries is settling up. Secret's gonna miss completely. Back downfield. Oh, Weedham Boys, they had something. Novu had it, but just denied in the last second. Now Drax tries to fly through the air. Gets denied by Karma. Novu gets a touch. Still chasing the ball downfield, but there's Neeks ready to make a play and just stop her.
Yes, but now Nonly Secret has the ball. Gets it over one more. He does have 0, and his teammate is there in support, and it's just in from Draus with a great shot and great play. I don't exactly know where the defense was a double commit. Nonetheless, one man not enough boost to get up there, and the other man just unfortunately goes a little bit wide. And that is another goal going to the side of the gang. And it is 0-3 with 3:24 remaining in this game. It looks like the gang has found their role and has found their tempo. But Secret is about to show them what it is.
Yeah, they're about to show them who runs it. As, to put it bluntly, they are the boys. For just a bit more of a second as the gang tries to set something up. Not only off the crossbar, the double tap. Yes, he will get it in there. 4-0, 3-4. What a play from Nonly Secret.
Yes, indeed. And I almost expected his teammate that did go a little wide to go for a shot as well. It was technically a fake, but I personally would have tried to go for that shot and made it so much worse for my teammates. But hats off for not doing that. You are much better man than me. But now, the ball is rolling forward here. Nonly up in the air one more time. He is off roof. He did use the flip already. Controls
he can't do it again,
but
right?
Not enough. No, not at this point in time. But he might be able to a little bit later on. Novu, 60 boost in a dream. Sends it forward, up in the air, flips over it once, and it does get read out by Nonly. Nonly gets one more touch on it, shot across, and it gets pinched far. Drought wants this ball. He will chase, and he will try and bump and almost go for the shot in his own net as well. But guess what? He's not going to do that, luckily enough. Shot across.
That bump was actually necessary.
Over to his teammate.
Oh my
Great
goodness.
save from Yoki.
Yoki with the great save. That was a good attempt from Karma. Tries to deny that. And Drux got that bump in the nick of time just to cut it off. He almost had an own goal now. Not only Secret tries to fly through the air. Redirects himself. Karma just gets Ness in the nick of time with the save. But again, the pressure from the gang off the crossbar. Nukes is there. But Secret says, I got you, buddy. Tries to set something up. Drux, he wants the ball. Pops it in towards the air. Looks for that double trap. Tries to go into the corner. Over to Neeks. Neeks has enough boost. Can he get there? No. Didn't have the boost or the speed. But not only Secret is going to set something up off the wall. No. Multiple times for the gang to score.
Rando.
They're not going to have it. Rando. No. Yes, it is.
No.
It's the second Karma.
That was a little rough. Rando waiting for the shot, and one man, the myth, the legend, Draux, unfortunately, scored it on his own net. Can't blame him too horribly much, but they are still ahead. Minute 38 remaining in this game, and possibly in this series here. Now, Draux sends it over to Nonly. Nonly gets one more touch on it. It was a little soft of a touch, but it does go farther into the enemy side here. Now, we have the man controlling the ball well. And it's just not enough. The pressure is there from both teams, but it's even higher on the side of Como's gang. And Como's gang has to go for one more shot, but it wasn't there just yet. Now, a lot of people are in the air. Draux is ready for the second tap. He's lined up, but he just doesn't have enough boost, and it gets cleared.
That was almost a from Kawomo's gang. Kawomo's gang had something. Now they have to rush back downfield as not only Secret tries to something of the fight for the ball. They try to get out of their net. They have a shot. Oh, they just miss it. It just goes off the side. Now Karma tries to rush back down to try to set something up. Now Rando tries to do it himself. He's gonna get met by Neeks. Now it's Karma. Tries to go off the wall. Tries to fly through the air. Sets it up to Nova with the teamwork. Very on point. And Rando is going to try to just slapshot that in. Going to be instantly denied. Almost getting rushing right back downfield. Rando, he tries to do something. Novu tries to clear it. 30 seconds left. Not a lot of time for we them boys. They're running out of time. Tries to get something going off the crossbar. Instantly denied. Rando, he might have something. No, but it's Neeks with the save.
That it does. Now Novu is keeping the pressure. One man is dead though, so the pressure is practically gone now. Rando is basically on backboard here. He does read it well, and his teammate will more than likely try his best to help. But Neeks is there. And that is the game and the series going to Caguamos gang. Very well done. I will need to brush up on my Spanish a little bit and figure out what exactly that does mean. I hope it's not too horrible, because I'm trying to look good.
we're not trying to get canceled. I will say that. we're not trying to get canceled. But Kawomo's game, great showing after they played very good. That first game was so back and forth, just a lot of high scoring offense. In the second game, Kawomo's game, I mean, they were controlled the entire time.
That they were. I mean, this is still much better than how it was going in the first game. It was a lot more back and forth. But once the gang found their tempo, found their game, they dominated and made sure Whedon boys did not have it. Is this a replay?
They are the boys.
Oh my God, we have replay.
Oh my goodness.
Straight to Nonly, and look at that play right there.
The double tap.
Is a fantastic team play. I didn't know we had that, but it was great nonetheless. Well done. I mean, look at the production value. Once again, well done from Ben.
Production was another W. Production gets another W as we get the replay as, looks like someone they're talking about a bit of a certain plushie staring into their soul a little bit.
I don't see nothing.
We got no love for this guy right here? Okay, cool. That's fine with me.
Sonic the Hedgehog actually has been moving around your room at lightning speeds. He's just stopping there every little bit of time so you can see him. You know, this is Toy Story on steroids, ladies and gentlemen, here. But with that, we will be taking it to a quick break while we do prep up for the next game. The questions are, who's playing next? Get excited for it. We will be back real soon as we're prepping up for that. See you all real soon.
Not to Stellar. Vi gets it out of the way. Vi's going to bring up the wall. He's going to look towards the middle. He has Breezy in the middle. He's going to get it to him. 3 back. Hey, whoa, Jim. Are we stat padding? He just bumped his own teammate.
Damn, that was actually a beautiful read. That's actually a really tough call to cut across your
Xav Esports can do to, you know, mitigate their losses, but and try not to lose this game one by more than one goal. And what is this play coming up from Xav Esports? Are you kidding me? It looks like it was maybe a double commit. I don't want to, you know, talk down on these guys' team play, but look at that. What?
Shrink back into their box and wait as Risky comes off the ceiling, gets a reset beautifully, puts it top ends. Again, the story completely flips for ADSF. They looked a little bit impotent in the first game, and they show that that is not their character.
A pinch out from Roxer, almost spelling danger for ADSF, but now it's Ness looking for the flip reset over one, gets the double tap. Are you kidding me? That is the response that we are looking for. Ness says, I'm going to do it all myself. Flip reset over two, and then the double tap. Oh.
I mean, they're playing two on top of each other. They're too flustered. The anger and the, I guess, pressure is getting to them incredibly well here.
Oh my
goodness!
goodness!
What a
Oh my
shot! I
That's
guess
how
he is showing the pressure, and that is a backboard touch. I honestly thought he was on the wrong team and scored in his own.
Defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4-4 for disaster. Oh,
Pretty much as the list goes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back, where we are with Pickup and 100x Solus, or 100 Solus, however you do want to pronounce the name, because as we all know, we do not pronounce the X in Hunter x Hunter. So, we're not going to ask too many questions, but this game, both teams are excited to play this one, and they are ready to roll for this game here, so I am excited for it. Are you excited as well, Kenzo?
Yeah, a bit excited as, you know, we got something the plushies are taking over. You guys can't see it, but Sonic is on my microphone. He's on the microphone. You can't see it.
Plushies?
But,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, plushies. What's that word? Hold up. I don't know what y'all talking about.
Exactly. We are just here for great Rocket League, but we do have Pickup once again versus 100 Solus here. And this is the third in, so a lot of fun things will be happening here. We are excited for this to start, and I believe both teams are really excited to start as well, and they're almost ready. I cannot wait for us to just be mid-conversation. They just punt us in straight into a game. There it is! I speak it into existence.
He was close, as, man, these two teams are just pretty much exciting, you know? Like I said, speaking of Solus, almost got a bit far, but speaking of that, we have just two things going on a bit, as it's a bit off as Landon tries to get that save, tries to do something. That save just moves, he tries to fly through the air. Demon tries to do something himself, gets set by I'm not sure you pronounce that name, hope I get it right, as Lana tries to set something up. It's Wi-Fi. Does he have good Wi-Fi? We'll find out.
That we most certainly will really soon here. I need to stop reading chat. These guys are absolutely fantastical here. Ball set across 7, reads it well, and it is straight over to LNA, or Luna. I'll call you Luna here today. Ball gets sent center. This is a little bit of a concern. Great read. It is high and mighty for this ball. Wi-Fi, please don't go out here. We don't want you to disappear. But now, ball gets sent straight across. It will bounce across and maybe a read, and it absolutely is. Now a double bump and a miss. This man has ball here, and Landon doesn't get it far enough. Yeah,
he kind of doesn't get it. It's a little bit enough. probably needs a bit more power, a bit more oomph on that ball than he probably would have it. Now Demon, oh, he tries to maneuver, tries to break people's ankles in Rocket League. That would be a first if we saw people breaking ankles, or as we say, breaking tires.
Or breaking axles. You know, you got to break some tie rods here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
The car variety here. I know, we all watch Rocket League here, but none of us know anything about cars, because guess what? My car doesn't have a rocket on it. If you do, you got some great issues.
I was going to say, you might need to get hired by NASA. Still a 0-0. A lot of defense going on between these teams. Neither one can find anything, as this Moose tries to take control over to 7, tries to get that pinch in the nick of time. Demon tries to get it off the crossbar, can't find anything. It's landed. He also misses. 100 Solus tries to get it 2 times, but they are not going to get it.
Correct, indeed. This is incredibly close of a game here. I mean, 0-0. Practically half the game is over at this point in time, and nobody has gotten it in yet. But speaking, great read. Like, this defense is incredible coming out from 100 Solus here. I mean, you do have these slight misses that you love to see from this level of play, but it is entirely expected. Shot across and almost in. Now Wi-Fi almost crosses it up his own teammates. This is a little bit rough of plays here, but it is entirely fine. Now, 7 up in the air. Controls it well, but Demon reads him out, and there goes the ball.
Just a bit, just as Muzi gets credit with that demo, as Landon now it's a 2v3, back to 3v3 for the moment, as neither one of these can find the net. A lot of saves, lots of demos, as 7 may have it. Oh, just nobody there. Tries to set things up for his teammate. Just a little bit. Wi-Fi tries to get it, tries to clear it. Yes, he does. Back downfield over the 100 Solo side of the field. Now it's Steven, pops it into the air. Looks for the fly, looks for the reset. Has something. Oh, just equally denied. Now it's Luna tries to set something up. Looks like 100 Solus tries to do a little of the teamwork they have. It's paying off just for a little bit, but they have to get it in towards the net in the next minute and 25 seconds.
Correct, indeed. But that is entirely fine as an attempt comes out there, but it's just not enough at this point in time. Wi-Fi keeps the ball rolling. There are 3 members up on that wall. Now Landon controls, tries for the one more touch, and he sort of does pop at it and making his teammate a little bit awkward. 7 goes up in the air to try and throw the enemies off here, but nothing is truly happening just yet. Across, Luna, you have time, but you might get read out by 7 here, and he absolutely does. Wi-Fi with the shot that will be above. But the read goes in.
He did it!
Wi-Fi scores.
There you go.
Truly, nobody can complain about Wi-Fi dropping the ball in this series right here.
No, you really can't. It was just finally, after so long, Wi-Fi got that double tap, got what he needed, and finally got it in towards the net. Now pick up with 1-0. As we're still time left on the clock for 100 Solus.
Oh, never mind.
And it's Landon with the net, and we are tied up. And suddenly, offense is a thing here in this series.
That it absolutely is. Defense is entirely back. Well, not really back, but they still have it running. You still have 44 seconds in this game. As soon as the first goal usually happens in almost every series, that's when people finally decide to start scoring some balls and deciding to play more aggressive, especially with this little bit of time left. So we should see a lot more intense plays happening across the board here. And there we are. We have some more time. It gets sent. Now Wi-Fi has the ball. No boost, though. He will try and send it center. And he absolutely does. Shots! Just gets saved.
No. I think we might head into overtime in the next 15 seconds if one of these teams do not score. However, pick up, they do find a bit of pressure. As soon as I say that, they're trying to rush right back downfield. 8 seconds left. Luna tries to set something up. Looks for a teammate. Ball still in their side of the field. No, it's teammate. Tries to go off the double tap. Tries to set something up. No, it's 7 with this touch. And they do it. No!
They almost
not enough
have
time. And this game is going to overtime. Just in the nick of time. They might end it in the nick of time, as I say that. As Luna, gets bumped a little bit. Lands on all 4, tries to set something up. No, in the nick of time, it's just equally denied. Now it's 7. He goes back to he gets immediately speared. No Roman Reigns. It's Wi-Fi trying to set it. No, he gets set up. No, it's now it's Muzi. So much back and forth between these two teams as Pickup applying a bit of the pressure. Now it's Landing, gets instantly read by 7. Do you think he's maybe getting hyped for Chapter 7 for Fortnite?
Excuse you? Not exactly what I was anticipating here, ladies and gentlemen. But now, cross over to 7. 7 has some time. Over 1. Demon gets red out, but 7 tries to go for a kill, but luckily for our lawyers, it just dodges that demo there. Now, it's sent across. 7 tries to read, and he does quite nicely. Over to Muzzy. It's so ready. It's so ready, but it does get saved out. Now, 7 wants this ball. He reads it across, and nobody is there. Luna, you have time. No boost, though, but you have time. Ooh. That has something to do with it, at least.
I was going to say, maybe go for a bit of boost as Landon gets demo. Now pick up with the 2v3 in their favor. Back to a 3v3 as Muzi tries to set something up. Can't fly anything. Wi-Fi with the touch. Tries to do it himself off the ground. But Luna instantly is going to read that. Now with the pressure. Tries to send it over to the teammate. Back over to Demon. Ooh, bit of a risky touch from Wi-Fi. Thought he was going to do something. No, but he has enough boost. But there is Demon reading him right back downfield. Now it's 7. Tries to set something up. Maybe go for a bit of boost. Yes, he does. It's Wi-Fi. Tries to... He goes after he retreats for a moment. Smart idea.
7.
Do it himself.
7.
Off the crossbar. No, it's Landon. Excuse me. With the denial. Wi-Fi once again tries to set something up. Looking for the team. Tries to pitch it towards the net. Oh no, not enough space.
Correct. 7, back up, gets read by Demon. Demon does have 20 boosts, so he's still sort of concerned. But great read from Luna. Luna sends it over, taps it one more time, but it is entirely over. Landon up for the air. Now 7 will read it and control it across, and it just gets pinched outward. This is still a point of concern on the side of pickup. Great save. This ball might just be in, but it gets saved from Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi, you've got it. Demon goes high. Now Luna goes for 1 touch, 2 touch. And it just gets sent. Wi-Fi sends it high. Nobody's truly there for it at this point in time. But now it gets sent even farther out. Demon, play your time. Play your time. 7 controls. Come on, score this ball, buddy.
Oh, he can't.
Right there. Boost is lacking on the side of pickup here, but now they have, quite frankly, picked up the boost.
They have it, just not enough. 7, he might take a little bit too much time. Tries to set something up as Landon gets that demo. Now it's 7 with control. Back downfield, sends it over to Muzi. Oh, and there's the save from Landon. This is so far, might be the longest overtime we had so far in the Nameless Esports series.
Don't jinx these things, because as soon as you do, now we're going to have a 20-minute OT, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do it.
Oh, you know what?
Let's see it.
If that happens, you can blame me for that one as Wi-Fi.
Absolutely,
tries to call the game. No, as is Luna with the save, but pickup still enough with the pressure. They try to get it towards the net. Demon with the last second touch pops it into the air over to Landon. Maybe he tries to set something up. No, sends it downfield. Gets caught off by Muzi. Muzi tries to do it himself. Looks for that crossbar. No. 7 once again. It's just so
high.
Yeah, it's high and in the air. 7 gonna cut it off. They tried to get something, but over to Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi finally puts it in towards the net. The pinch, and it is over for game 1 here.
That it absolutely is. That was a fantastic game number 1, going to the favor of pickup there for a practically, I'm pretty sure, almost 3:30-ish minute overtime, creating a fantastic game there that we do have to be concerned about there.
Oh, this needs to be a top 5 production, please. Oh my god. Oh Lord.
My job has been taken here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't really need to do much more. I've actually been possessed by a Digimon character. So you will be seeing me having a fantastic time in these next games here. But for that, we'll be heading to a short break while we are prepping up for the next... Oh, are we just... We're in! Never mind, no short break. Casters aren't people anymore.
Oh my god. You know what? It's put... It is...
Oh, this is a replay. It's game 2. Oh my god,
we're in game 2 already as Luna gets it in towards the dead already off here in game 2. Luna gets that cross. He gets off the wall. The assist from Demon, and ooh, they tried to get that save in the last tick of time. Was not going to happen. Now 4:50 left on the clock as we get set up for our next set. They rush towards the middle of the ball. Demon's gonna win that kick off. Wi-Fi pops the intro.
I believe.
He has
maybe
it.
not
He's
that
got the
much.
Wi-Fi to do it himself, but Demon is going to cut him off. Now it's Pickup applying a bit of the pressure. They try to get the teamwork going. Yes, they will. Is Muzzy. Muzzy tries to do it. He tries to flick it towards the net, and Wi-Fi is gonna get it, and we are tied up.
Absolutely. Great play, and a little bit of a misplay from Luna. I mean, what truly can you do in that situation? You are low on boost, and you are in the blender. Honestly, being in the blender alone is a pain, especially even if you are full boost. But if you are zero boost, it makes it so much worse. Demon reads it well, but he gets read even farther out by 7. 7 truly is showing all the reasons here, not 13. Just add a few more for that. Wi-Fi in the air. He controls it well. He has no more boost, though. Gets sent out to his teammate, and one more!
Oh,
and it's just
no,
not in.
He just had it just off the crossbar, sorry, off the one of the sides of the net. Didn't have the angle though. He could have had it, but too much angle to say the least. That's 7. Right, so something else has to go downfield. Not sure what he has in mind a bit. I don't know if he's trying to sub. He might lead that net, but Muzzy gets credit with the save. I don't know what 7 was really thinking. Maybe he thought he could set something up from his own side of the field, and he probably tries to do the reset. No, it's Demon gone, going to read him like a book. Now Demon has possession. No, gets read out by Muzzy. Muzzy tries to say something. No, Wi-Fi's gonna miss completely. Way downfield, very empty net. No, Demon is gonna get there in the nick of time. Just cuts it off. Now Luna has something. Towards center field, gets read out by 7. 7 over to Muzzy. Muzzy gets shot. No, denied by Landon. But it seems to be just the nick in time for 100 Solas. 100 Solas now with possession. They have time on their side.
That they absolutely do. Now you have 7 sending the ball straight to Demon. They need a Slayer for this, but guess what? He's up in the air and he is ready. Not enough.
Oh,
that is just in from Luna. Great work. For some reason, the Moon and Demons are working together to create a fantastical play, and somehow Wi-Fi is in the mix as well. We are really going far in these new Demon Slayer books.
Yeah, we are. It's crazy to say the least of how these teams are playing in the second game. As 100 Solas with the 1-goal lead, they do if they do hang on to this lead, they will tie it and send it to a game 3. It's just so in the nick of time as Luna tries to set in the fight. Demon try to get a shot. 7 with that save just to make something out of nothing. Muzzy is gonna get the open net, and we are tied.
That we absolutely are. I mean, honestly, that was just a decent read of the play from Muzzy there. I mean, everyone was just grouped up in that corner, including his teammates. So, that's entirely fine. You know? You make it the play work however you want to, and now you have Demon playing his time. This should be a free goal if you play it right, and it absolutely is.
Yep, absolutely it is. That was just... Oh, man, that was something coming from Demon. Look at this. Demon with the shot. Empty net, top right corner. I'm sorry, 7. He was just too slow to get back downfield. Tried to save that shot. Not going to happen now. Luna, he might have something. No, it's going to be Wi-Fi who reads the play. Wi-Fi trying to maneuver himself. Tries to set something up. He might have it as 7. Once again, ties it up. And it is a repeat of the last game between these two teams.
Absolutely. Back and forth. It is a little different than the first game, at least, but it is bringing us to the last series where it was back and forth, back and forth. So it is nice to have some welcoming games here. And now it's setting across. Shot in, and guess what? It is entirely in. Beautiful shot.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Off the roof. Luna gets an unexpected assist from Landon, but it doesn't matter either way. You take what you can get. You know, as they say, you take what you owe.
I don't know that many sayings, but I believe you are entirely right with that saying at least. Now, it's set across towards center, just above crossbar. 7, 11 boost in a dream, 6 boost in a dream, 0 boost in a dream. However, the dream is still there, even though it is no longer near net. Landon receives well off ball. 1 boost. He sends it far forward. None of his teammates is going to be able to receive it there. 7 has his time. 100 boost, though. Controls it well. Now he's got his teammate Muzzy ready for it. It gets set across. Great read. It is high and mighty. Ready to set across, and it gets read nicely by 100 Solus.
100 Solus easily reading the play as Wi-Fi tries to at least clear it. And it's going to be 7 clears it as Demon gets bumped by 7. Hopefully he's got some Demon Slayer powers in him to kind of will 100 Solus towards a victory as it's off the wall. 100 pick up with possession. Down by a goal, a minute and 18. They do have something to set up. Now Muzzy's going to try something up. Demon, oh, he get that flip and lost so much momentum trying to make a play.
That they absolutely did. Now there is some tempo here. They have ball, sends it across to Luna. Luna gets it, tries to get it over Muzzy, but Muzzy is there. Now you have one more touch. It is center, 2 up, so you might be able to capitalize on this if you do play it right, and it looks like that is not the case. Muzzy, 50 boost. Flip reset. We'll try and get it high. It doesn't pancake down, but it is a shot in from Wi-Fi. Well done.
My goodness, look at Muzzy with the assist off the wall, and Wi-Fi is gonna snick it. He got bumped out of the way. He got fouled, and he still got the and one.
That he absolutely did. Now we are at 45 seconds remaining. This is certainly interesting to say the least. Ball is continuing high. Muzzy sends it center, and guess what? His teammate's there, and he does bump one more, but guess what? It's not enough. Great read from that man right there. Now,
Demon
Wi-Fi tries to go for one more, but it does get read out one more time by, I believe, Demon once again. He is the save meister here. Now, one more attempt. Luna will try. He's just playing around with it a little bit. Goes for one more, pushing it even farther in. Oh, no. Does get read. Quite well. Muzzy
15 seconds
gets
left.
read one more time. 14 seconds.
Yeah.
There's still time for this to happen, obviously. OT, Wi-Fi tries it, but he has no boost to be able to put on some great tempo.
They have about 5 seconds left. They had to get something. They did get the demo. Demon, oh, just misses. And this is going to another overtime between these two teams. These guys just like the extra innings as in baseball terms. As this Demon tries to set something up. Wi-Fi tries to call it early. No, he didn't have enough. Muzzy, he's a little off target. Tries to set something up. Now Demon hanging around towards his side of the field. That's a great idea. Landon tries to do it himself a bit. But no, it's going to be denied. Now Muzzy off the net, off the crossbar. Yes, he will. And Muzzy all the way from downtown. And it's a 2-0 victory for Pickup.
That it absolutely is. Great game there. I believe that is the series going to the favor of Pickup, which is incredible, especially with how close both of these games were here. I am quite impressed, to say the least, and proud of both of these teams for putting on a dominating performance and just a great game. Both games went to OT, and they know how it's done.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I break it character here, as there's no plushies here. There's no plushies. I don't know what y'all talking about. As Pickup does win 2-0. It really seemed like, you know, Hunter Solus had something, but just Pickup they had more of the firepower there.
That they absolutely did. They truly picked up the pace, especially in that second game, putting on a lot of goals across some great games. I believe you have time, but you might get read out by 7 here, and he absolutely does. Wi-Fi with the shot. That will be above, but the 3 goes in.
He did it!
Wi-Fi, a great shot nonetheless.
Yeah, and just looking all the replay highlights between these two teams, you saw that in that first game was, funny enough, it was an overtime game, as you just saw too many times that you had Hunter Solus making plays, but they could never finish it. Even though they did come back, so I do think that if we do see these teams again in the losers, if we do see Hunter Solus in the losers round, now they have enough momentum heading in towards their next matchup in the future.
That they absolutely should. But this was an incredible series nonetheless. I'm excited to see who exactly is going to play in this next one and how well they are also going to play, because as you should keep in mind, these games should keep on getting better and better in the quality. So I'm excited to see how they are going to do this. But we will be setting it to a short break while we do get everything nice and situated for the next game for you all. Don't go anywhere, don't get too excited, and don't get murdered by plushies. We'll see you all real soon.
back wall, looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy, and now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no, but obviously at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put. Lose it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for, but I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants, and Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of B. Kamachi. All 3 players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now will be a minute 55 left to play with. You still need 3 goals to tie things up. Will be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall sends it. Another one, a double tap, a triple tap from Polar. Oh my goodness, another goal is tallied for the side of No Hesitation.
It just feels like the pressure is different, even when the ball, even though.
Gets the touch, will be Nightya there to collect. Polar puts it towards net. Magic has to make a good touch. It's going to be off the back wall. Magic, the double tap in order to clear this out. Great job from him. Sith tries to put it past Nightya. Will not be able to find it. Velocity's up, so Woofy's there first, though. And now Magic up as well. That's going to be everyone pushed forward for the side of Zave Esports. It's going to be a tricky defense. Nightya's got the flip reset. Just to like to play it forward. Get past everyone. Nightya, the mind games pay off. They thought he'd flip or reset it over, so Woofy jumps, Magic jumps, Nightya just drops down. Easy tap in, says thank you for that one. Will go. Swag still gonna be here trying to make sure they get it over towards that blue half.
Kind of bringing it towards him though.
8 seconds left to go. You got one last chance.
Keep in the air.
That's what he did, trying to put it over towards the orange side. 2 seconds up towards the top. Phantom K clears it out, and that's going to be right to he should be able to get one. No, it's going to go back.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me?
Finds the last second heroic goal, and that will be Purpose Gaming taking. Counterattack is on to the side of the ball slappers, and it's looking like a good one. Demon's able to.
Hello everyone and welcome back. We are here for a series. I lost track of what series exactly we are on, ladies and gentlemen, but it should be a very fun one because we are facing Pickup and the Gang once again, both teams that we have seen before on this series here, so we should see some great games here. I am excited here. Are you also excited, Kenzo?
I'm directly excited. We saw the Gang and Pickup already play before between, these 2 teams, and if you're the Gang right now, you have a lot to come on here. You already have the win, and now you're coming into this new game. You're playing a new team. It's always the first game, but now the question is, but now as VMware Production, they already started the game already. If I'm not if I am correct on that one, as we're gonna jump right to a 1-1 nothing. Oh my goodness, they already have a goal between these 2 teams. My lord, I think we need probably help from our observers a little bit, just to make sure they don't start games before we casters are prepared. So that's always nice.
It's much more fun that way, I guess. We'll just leave it at that. But now we are truly here. So 1-1, half of the game has already gone by. Muzzy sends it center. You have 7 up in the air trying to read it, but he does get pinched out by the enemies here. Now, the ball gets red. Wi-Fi tries one more. He does get one more. Shot on target, but not enough. Neeks gets a nice, neat save.
Yeah. Save as, it's 7. Gonna get that shot, and it's a 2-1 game.
with 2:33 left on the clock as 7 gonna maneuver. He had it just a bit of time, got that net, and now the gang down by a goal. Just hoping that they have enough time. They do have enough time, actually. Still trying to get it in towards the net. No, it's Nameless Secret. Gotta get the save. Now he rushes right downfield off the... No, looks for that stop. It's 7. Yet again. Gonna do something now. Neek's gonna cut it off over to Nameless. Nameless tries to set something up. Gonna get instantly red out. If it's one thing we see from the game is they like to play the high tempo offense, and Pickup does as well. This might be a very high scoring game between these two.
Yes, and I was honestly expecting a shot because I absolutely would have shot on my own net there. It doesn't even matter. It's just because it's all point of the game. Now you have Nameless up in the air. 3 members are in that corner, so Draux will try and set it up. Nameless does pinch it out with an enemy. Great teamwork going on from opposite teams, and goodbye to that, man. Now you have Nameless goes for a shot. It does go high, but no one is there for receipt. Yikes, ladies and gentlemen. One more shot. It's saved once again. Nameless. Actually, nope, someone else shoots that. This is back and forth as it can get, ladies and gentlemen.
Very back and forth. Multiple times, Komomo's game had a shot, but Pickup just instantly denying them. Now, looks like that's 7. Yes, it is. Tries to set something up. Now, Wi-Fi, just gets hit by a demo. As it's 1:10 left to go on the clock. 7, tries to get a shot, but redirect from Komomo's game. Now 7 flies to the air, tries to do it himself, but there is Neeks going to cut him off. A minute remaining on the clock for Komomo's game to try and tie this series up. Now let me see.
That might happen here. Oh, no.
They might happen. No, they don't. As it's Draux rushing right downfield off the wall, trying to go over to a teammate. Oh, it's Neeks just not in the time. Too little, too late. But they do have a second chance to make something happen. Nearing 30 seconds left on the clock. Wi-Fi tries to rush it down off the crossbar. No, they can't get it. They need someone back down there. But no, they got it. It is Draux who ties it up with 2-2 left on the clock.
That is quite nice. I mean, there's no real way to say this outside of the game being incredibly hectic. It almost seems like there is no plan except brute force, which I guess is a plan nonetheless. Not exactly one I would choose to strive by, but it absolutely works nonetheless. Now you have Draux all by himself receiving this ball. 1v3, gets it over 1. One man gets demoed as well, but now 7 reads it well. 20 boost and a dream, but guess what? That dream gets squandered. Now you have Wi-Fi rolling the ball high. 1 man left. You have the Draux to face, and Draux does not like being faced. Shot around 1. That is almost a shot on their own net almost. And now 7 up in the air. Touches it well. There is still tempo. There is still precedent. He does read his own teammate out, and looks like that is down for an OT.
Yeah, just a little too much time, a little too dancing around, but as they head into overtime, Wi-Fi looks to fly through the air, looks for that reason to do it himself, tried to call the game early. No, Draux is going to deny him. Now it's Muzzy. Muzzy is not going to get anything. Over to Nameless Secret, tries to pass it to a teammate. Wi-Fi's going to cut him off. And Komomo's going to cut them off this time. But the Sneak tries to fly through the air. 7 with the safe. Second chance effort. Also denied by 7. Twice in one game. 7 gets credited with the save. Now it's C. Now 7 once again tries to do something himself. He's going to get sent into the corner. Denied by him to Muzzy. Now he's Secret going to take possession. Tries to do something with it. Wi-Fi is immediately going to cut him off a little bit. 7 with possession. Over to Draux, who tries to set it. Muzzy. Oh, very risky play from him, but it does pay off. As Komomo's game applying a bit of the pressure, looks to try to get Pickup to make a mistake as we reach a minute into overtime.
That is absolutely true. And why are all of these players throwing us into a lot of overtime? I think I know exactly why. You decided to say something about some OT, and now you are bringing it across everything here. Because we probably have a total combined of 20 minutes of OT here already. And those are just games that we've watched. Look what you've done.
Yeah.
Look what you've done.
I'll take blame for that. I'll take blame. I had to say that these two teams like to go in overtime, and They are proving it a bit as Fit is gonna sit into pickup side of the field. Muzzy is gonna send it right back out. Hopefully it's a teammate nearby. No, it's Neeks who's gonna get it. Neeks is not gonna be denied. Looks for a teammate. Looks for Hourly. Hourly pops it into the air. Off the wall. Looks for that double tap. He doesn't have enough boost. No, the save!
Oh,
They
it's
get it! Oh, and
finally in.
Kawamo's gang is gonna win it. Drugs with the luckiest goal of the series. A heartbreak for Pickup.
Absolutely. I mean, you do lose it in the overtime. It's certainly rough to say the least, but you still made it this far and got goals on target. So you know you absolutely can do that. So you're not too horribly concerned. You're just a little bit of a downer because you did lose that section there. And luckily enough, I am back. I know you guys are so excited. They did go on strike because I haven't paid. They did unionize. So congratulations to them for unionizing, but we don't pay unions. I'm sorry, just part of the manuscript here.
Hey, that is what it is. But going into this second game, I liked what Kawamo's game was doing. You know, this is the thing. They like to play aggressive. They like to play that bit of a demo game, that fast tempo offense. But I do want to see a bit of the teamwork come into play as we get ready for the second game. They are already set to go. As Neeks is going to win that 50, heads towards the corner, look for some boost, and it's going to be met by Nolly as Nolly gets that demo. Now they're rushing back towards midfield. Drag tries to set something up off the wall. Very dangerous. Mussy's going to be there. Gets it off the top of the net, but he's not going to get anything. Now Drax downfield has a net, but it's going to be met, but I think that was Wi-Fi who cut it off the nick of time. Neek's gonna try to set something up. He can't find anything. Nolly Secret off the wall. Looks to do it himself. But again, it's Pickup just denying the effort.
Correct, indeed. But you still can't put too much worry on it at this point in time, especially just by how these teams are playing. It's more of a miracle for goals to go in. Not exactly that they're bad players, of course, just that they are playing so sporadically. They have incredible skill, but their ability to work it together is certainly a little bit on the lacking side for both of these teams. I mean, you do have a lot of great plays just like that, of course, but they are a little bit on the rare side. So, hats off to you, Draux, for proving me wrong, but still, there is a little bit lacking in that regard. If they mix more of those in, both teams will go much farther in this series, and I would love to see that happen as well.
Yeah, again, you have to give them just a bit enough of the credit as the 50-50, lots of teams missing on that opening kickoff, and the kickoff is gonna be met by Drux. He slap shots it in towards the net, and it's a 2-goal game. Look at the teamwork on display from the game.
Correct, indeed. But now it is 2-0 with 3:51 remaining, so we've only gone through about a minute and 10 seconds. You do want to get a little bit spicy with me here. But now it's sent out to Muzzy, and you do have 7 ready for a receive as well. Shot almost on target, but guess what? Muzzy reads the second as well, and a demo from 7 on top of that, creating a great goal. Even though there is no assist in that 7, there's an assist in your heart.
Agreed. Very much agreed. As is the assists will pay off. Assists always are helpful in Rocket League as it's 2-1. Komodo's game is going to win the kickoff. Not only Secret's going to get set flying, missed way out of field. Wi-Fi going to try to do it all himself, just misses. And it's so back and forth between the teams. Now Nolly's going to try something off the crossbar. Oh, that might have been a save, a lucky save, a break for Pickup as applying some of the pressure. Muzzy, what a save! My goodness, at the last second too. As now, as it's Pickup rushing right back downfield. Now he can fly through the air, looks to do himself, tries to set something up. Oh, tries to get that pinch. Not enough, but it's still enough for a bit of a play. As it's 7, tries to do a bit of an effort, but he can't get anything going. Now only Secret flies through the air as Minx in towards the net. Over to Draux, but a pinch is going to be won by Pickup.
Yes, now you have Wi-Fi by himself off wall. Unfortunately, gets red. And Muzzy also gets red, so this is a little rough. But a great recovery, and 2 members of each team are dead. The question is, can Draux get there in time? No, he absolutely cannot. And that is going to even the score to 2-2 at 2 minutes and 40 seconds from the end of the game. Well done.
What a shot. Wi-Fi get there. Very empty net. A double commit. Rare from Cuomo's gang, but when you're playing that such aggressive offense where everybody's going to the ball, you are going to have that instances where it is an empty net, unfortunately.
Correct. Indeed. It is a rarity for that to happen, but it absolutely can no matter what level of play you are at. Nonly, up in the air. Pre-step. I'm sorry, I couldn't see anything. Okay, that was a lot of lag there, ladies and gentlemen. So Drought sends it down, controls it decently, but it gets read and sent far. 7, sending it even farther out. Reed coming across. He has time. One man on. Nonly goes for it himself. He more than likely won't be able to score, and it does get read out by Wi-Fi. But Drought is able to send it across, possibly go for a demo, but just not fast enough.
Not fast enough in the nick of time. It's reached 2 minutes on the clock. You know, you might gonna hate me for this, but we might get another overtime if these teams do not score in that next 2 minutes. Wi-Fi toss it into the air, looks to do it himself. A demo might help them out, but Cuomo's game is honestly just gonna act like it didn't happen. Neek tries to get a shot a bit too high off the wall. Another demo. Neek's trying to do everything himself. No, what a shot from Wi-Fi, but it gets read by Drought. Drought tries to do everything himself, and another save. This time it's from 7. And so equally back and forth between these two teams in the next minute and 20 seconds. They have to find something. It's just too much for them to handle. Off the crossbar, 7 awaits it, pops it right downfield. Great touch, Muzzy right downfield, and he has it. The assist from 7, and it's pickup with the lead.
I mean, just a nice, simple read and overcommit from that team there. I mean, that's about as textbook as it does get of an overcommit. You do want to attempt overcommits in certain sections, but it's almost always nice to, you know, always have someone at your back. But when you do start getting desperate, it is entirely fine as long as you score it. But desperation is almost never something you want in these games, especially when you're even. You can play your time, play mistakes is the greatest way to get farther in these series here.
Yeah, great time, but a lot of times the mistakes do catch up to you, and when it's a very crucial one, you do that one stings a little bit. It does sting if you make that mistake, and if you're Cuomo's game, you have to keep applying that pressure. But if you're downfield, you gotta have a man ready to make a play. As Neeks and Trax go for that shot, Muzzy just gets credit with the save. 30 seconds left. Time is running out for the gang as pickup just immediately denies every single chance that they have. Nonly Secret has something, tries to get over a man, but it's 7 who reads him like a book. 10 seconds left, nearing 10 seconds. Wi-Fi is gonna rotate downfield. 8 seconds
what
left.
A play!
Gang do it in the nick of time. Is direct a 79-per-hour shot. Very tough to defend.
I mean, that is a 1, 2, 3. That is a tiki-taka, to say the least. From Drought over to 7, actually to Nux, I'm pretty sure, back to Drought, and it's just in. Now there's 5 seconds remaining. Drought is up in the air. They still want to spread this lead even more. Over down to Neeks. He does control it well. He absolutely can drop it here and win the game, but he does not want to do so. Shot across, tries to carry it. Now Drought is back up in the air, and it does get dropped down to an OT. Wow, apparently I cannot read because it is 3-3 to even the score here. Now we are back in overtime because someone decided to say something.
Yeah, again, it's just it's almost a tradition and curse with me to make my own predictions, but it is very neat at 15 seconds into overtime as Muzzy is gonna try to rush downfield, tries to cut that off. Wi-Fi is gonna help him out just a bit. Connie Secret has something. Muzzy, no, he's gonna go for get boost. That's a smart idea to get boost, as boost we were not in favor of pickup to be exact. Neeks is gonna, again, he's gonna go for boost. Now rushes downfield. Muzzy, empty net off the crossbar. No, he missed it in the nick of time. A break for Cuomo's gang. Now they have something as Muzzy, yeah, I thought Muzzy has a shot, but it's gonna be instantly denied. Now Nolly Seeker tries to cut it off, tries to put it back towards their side of the field. Gets it flying as it sneaks.
That's
off
scary.
The wall. No teammate there. Oh, just missed. Thought he had some. Now Muzzy
Great
go
demo.
for the shot. Empty
Great
net,
demo.
and there's Wi-Fi, and this series is gonna go to a game 3.
That it absolutely is, and that was a fantastic demo from the man just driving away from the scene of the crime. But honestly, that's a pretty textbook play there. You do the discretion, you kill the one, and then you push it through, and in theory, it's just a free goal. And in this situation, it absolutely was. So incredible work coming across the board there. Honestly, well done from both teams. Once again, it is 1-1. So we are going to the first series that we are spectating that is going to a Game 3 and overtime in every game.
Hey, don't blame me. Blame these teams. Blame the players. They like
Really?
to play a bit of the much. But again, don't shoot the messenger if this goes into another overtime. Don't shoot the messenger. As we get started for Game 3, hopefully these teams, they say we don't want another overtime. We want to end this a bit, or we want to end it right there and now. As Neek's gonna fly through the air, Muzzy doesn't have enough boost.
Whoa,
Oh, Drax, get it, and just like you said, an almost save, and Columbus game leads it 1-0.
I mean, Drax with a quite incredible read there. Just the slightest of redirections, all that was necessary. And guess what? He was absolutely right. And he just put it in. Now you have Wi-Fi going for more. Not enough boost, though. Ooh, slightly bad touch. 7 in straight center. It's just in from Drought. Making it 2-0. Kagomos gang is putting on the pressure here. I mean, slight mistake from 7. And there just wasn't enough time for his teammates to get into a decent position to try and save that ball. So that was a goal.
Yeah, just a 1-2 combination. Pretty much what you'd love to see in standard Rocket League. As now pickup, they have to play. They have to get the motor going just a bit. They might get it. No, it's not only Secret with the save, second chance effort. Oh, just missed. And now it's Colombo's gang with playing best pressure. Now they have it in their favor, and it's Drax with the hat trick. I'm sorry, Drax. Are you trying to make a top 5? You know what I'm saying?
Top 5 plays?
Yeah, top 5 plays. There you go.
There we go. He's got it. He's just having a fantastic
I'm sorry.
Shadow the Hedgehog is taking over. I'm pretty sure that's Shadow. I don't keep up with the lore. And that is 3-1 now. Pickup. Wi-Fi is truly picking up the goals here and not sticking away, just like Wi-Fi should. Woo. Well done. And now, back to the starting lines here.
Indeed. Just already a kickoff goal is hard enough to defend because you don't ever see it coming. And Colombo's game immediately just applying and says, we're gonna let you have maybe 1 goal, but we're moving on. We'll hope to maybe not see you in the losers round.
That would be the smart way to do this here, but Nanmi pinches it out. There is still a lot of time, no real definitive plays except for this here. Neeks tries to go over, but possibly under, but it just wasn't enough because Wi-Fi was at the perfect positioning in that situation there. 7 has time, but no boost. Now you have Wi-Fi controlling it, sending over his teammate. His teammate sends it across here. Wi-Fi does die, so now Nanli is up in the air, tries to shoot it, but guess what? That man is there, flicks it over one more. He will get red out here and almost goes for a demo, but now Nanli is full boost, continuing this ball. Musty! Oh, no! My Lord!
Muzzy gets that save in the nick of time. Going for that second effort. Neeks was not going to be denied. And the second chance effort is paid for 4-1. Columbus game running away with it so far.
That they absolutely do. That was a good goal, honestly. You had the great Musty attempt going out. I mean, those are always picture perfect in my opinion as long as you do it mildly right. And I can guarantee he at least did it better than I did, which is a rarity to say the least. Great shot across for Muzzy. Now, he sends it center, but nobody on his team is really ready for that, except possibly then, but no, nobody was. Namni keeping the secret rolling. Up high, pinches it across the field. Now, it's just a waiting game for Muzzy. However, he gets red, and now, I can't even see his name, goes for a demo. Not enough. Droughts will have to back off here without having to do much of anything. Shot is off, but he reads it well. Continues off wall. He lets his teammate do his own thing with Namni. Pinch across from Neeks. Neeks gets one more touch, and it is high center. So this is a possibility for a goal, but it gets pinched across without being able to do a singular thing.
Yeah, not a lot of time. You have it, but as Neeks is going to get his second goal of the game, 5-1. Columbus game running away with this one. 2:29 left. if Pickup wants to win this and win the series, they're gonna have to do a lot. 229 is a lot, but you can do a lot in those minutes.
Absolutely. Time starts running really slow when you are ahead, and you really just need to waste time down. But great fake. Meek sends it across. He's ready for a shot, but nobody's there just yet, and he actually gets read out. That man, Drouch, just murders one more 7. Time. Play your time, Meeks. You are all by yourself here. He absolutely does. Takes it above, controlling it well. Musty down to the ground. And great shot from... That's just in. I mean, that was just a read and a half, knowing that the enemy team wasn't going to be able to respond properly, especially after you put it up. You stay up, and you just put it straight in.
Yeah, Nameless Secret just missed in the nick of time. He just... he had something, but he missed that. But you still have the 3-goal lead. But now the question... But now you have to technically run out as much time as you can. But if you're Pickup, you want to keep going that fast pace out the wall. Nameless Secret trying to get that shot, but there's a Pickup player ready to cut him off.
Droughts in the air. He does get read out by the enemy, but he almost reads that shot as well. Meeks controls well. 35 boost, 0 boost. He does fake out his own teammate, unfortunately, because his own teammate wasn't ready. Flip reset, 7 goes for the shot, and that's just in with a attempted save, but Pickup gets the goal for 7 specifically, and a great assist from Musty. I mean, that's just a great play, great teamwork, which is exactly what they were missing earlier, but they are bringing it back with said teamwork that they were looking for so long.
Yeah, and that is what the name of the game is, as Pickup slowly starting to find their footing, slowly coming back, trying to win it all in this series. But Columbus game, now they have to play a bit of defense. They're letting off these goals too much, and it's almost like they're letting just things go right by them. The double commits, the over commits. That's not what they want. As Nameless Secret has possession, is going to get caught off by Muzzy. Muzzy with the touch, about to pop into the air, trying to send it over to a teammate. He has something a little bit, but there's Strauss just going to cut it off. Now it's Wi-Fi over a player, over into the net. No, it's Strauss going to cut it off. Columbus getting trying to hang on to this 2-goal lead. Pickup just trying to find something. They have 45 seconds left to make a play. They're down, but they're not out.
Absolutely. Nonly is reading them well. He knows that man's going to be up for it, so he lets his teammate take control of it. Nix has control. Nix sends it far. So now they're playing their time. They don't even have to go on this ball if they truly don't want to, but they still are, because they are some greedy people. Sent across from Nix. Down, but not in. Just above goal there. And now this is a little bit of a concern on the side of Guangmo's gang. And that is just a score from 7, leaving 14 seconds remaining. Multiply 7 by 2. And that is the time they have remaining for this last game here. And this should be fun. It is a rough amount of time for 1 goal, but they need to make some plays on this kickoff, or else their dreams for not going to the dumpster section, which is the lower brackets, which is rough, and so much more pain and tears are to be had there. They need to score now. Not only with the great flip reset, 7 in the air. This could be fun, and they drop it down for the Quagamos gang, scoring 5-4, 706 points on the side of Droughts there. I mean, great game. Nonetheless, it did go to a game 3. No overtime this time. You were lucky. You were lucky.
Yeah, I was
but
lucky.
That was a game 3, ending to the favor of Quagamos gang here. And honestly, well done all across the board. Do both these teams for, scoring a game and trying their best in this series. We would love to see Pickup come back from the lower bracket to get back up in here, because, their name is Pickup. They truly know how to pick it up from the bottom.
Yeah, and just a lot of time, Columbus gang, it was looking very, very scary for them to say, because they were letting up so many goals, and Pickup just had a bit more time. They would have probably sent this game into overtime and maybe won the series, but Columbus gang just got lucky in those last 14 seconds.
Absolutely, they did. But all across the board, well done from both teams. I believe that would be all for the night for me and Kenzo here. because we are doing a trade of casters. You will have some brand new 2 casters showing up for some fun for you guys. Give them the exact same excitement you did for us. Just, oh, they need to come back. It's a best of 5. I'm seeing something from Enex. Is this a best of 5? It is not a best of 5. Okay. Just got word from the Oh. They messed that up in the bracket, apparently. I apologize, Omniacs. It looks like it is not actually a best of 5. I apologize on the side of whatever happened in the back end, but it is just a best of 3. You did incredible in this series, so we would love to see you guys come back in the later sections as well, but I'm excited to see you have a fantastic time down there. I mean, that's all for me. Kenzo, you got any more to say?
No.
Well, that is all for me and Kenzo tonight. Please enjoy the rest of the show with the rest of the casters. Please make sure they are nice and welcome. We will see you all around in the next time. See you all sometime soon.
Back wall, looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no, but obviously at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put. Lose it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for, but I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants, and Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of B. Kamachi. All 3 players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now will be a minute 55 left to play with. You still need 3 goals to tie things up. Will be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall sends it. Another one, a double tap, a triple tap from Polar. Oh my goodness, another goal is tallied for the side of No Hesitation.
It just feels like the pressure is different, even when the ball, even though...
Gets the touch, will be Nightya there to collect. Polar puts it towards net. Magic has to make a good touch. It's going to be off the back wall. Magic, the double tap in order to clear this out. Great job from him. Sith tries to put it past Nightya. Will not be able to find it. Velocity's up, so Woofy's there first, though. And now Magic up as well. That's going to be everyone pushed forward for the side of Zave Esports. It's going to be a tricky defense. Nightya's got the flip reset. Just to like to play it forward. Get past everyone. Nightya, the mind games pay off. They thought he'd flip or reset it over, so Woofy jumps, Magic jumps, Nightya just drops down. Easy tap in, says thank you for that one.
We got 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds. Can you get it done in regulation, or will we have to go to overtime? Gengar air dribbles over everyone. 90%, 2 goals back to back off the kickoff. Gengar shows up big. Air dribble bumps Sith out of the way, says give me that goal. And now show up once more, and now it will. So Woofy started to air dribble forward. The bump trying to come through from Reeker. Reeker won't be able to find it, but so Woofy will, and he'll find the goal. So Woofy has both here for the side of Zave Esports, and they have tied it up 2-2 going in to the latter half of this game too.
Gonna dribble it in the air. Ooh, the accidental bump on Sith, going for it, but still able to make it in time. Off the wall, oh my goodness, almost sent into the corner, but it sets up perfectly for Reeker to take the first goal of game 4.
Sith, a phenomenal job there. The double tap off the post, and Reeker is...
one. And this is, like you said, a war of attrition. Who can hold out until the last second?
Yeah, it's what about that as Chris gets it in. Finally, a score happens. He forced his way as Dr. Duck tried to make the last second save, but it was not going to be nice. He actually, Chris knocked the player out of the way.
No, can't get the angle. So
way too much.
He's looking for it. Oh, he's gonna score! So Whoopi seals the game! 10 seconds left. Rhyme or reason does not matter when there's that little time, so Whoopi puts it away and slams the clock on the floor. We might be looking.
Save Esports, congratulations. You finally done it. You are our champion.
Defense, and there was no one there to play defense. No, it's a disaster. 4-4 for disaster. Oh,
pretty much as Talisca goes another goal. 5-4. This game is not over just yet, folks. Portuguese Bim Bam looks to say game over. Now the 8th.
L was coming in to try and get that one in, but Monk just was there for the clear. They can get this one. Oh no, they have 2 seconds left as
no, it's not possible.
L finally gets the redemption, and he'll cement that goal, giving his touch. Has Reeker waiting for it, goes right to Reeker off the wall, but Fast is wiser to it. Sith's now going to struggle to try and keep it out. Gets a beautiful reset and sends it to Reeker. What a beautiful play by Sith as he freezes the ball in net, or excuse me, in the middle of the air and gets a tremendous reset. And Reeker was ready the whole time.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are back, and we have 2 brand new casters, and of course myself, Reserve Wolf, and Sean. How you doing, Sean?
Oh man, it is a late night here. I don't know where you live at. I'm on East Coast.
I am
it's
too.
Late and it's dark. But what that means is we are set up for the best matches of the night. So I'm very excited.
I am too, and it has been an absolutely crazy 2 weeks of Rocket League, and I can't believe the Nameless Weekly gets to be on it. This is the 7th Rocket Rush, and some things have happened to some of our friends, some of the teams that we are friends with. So we're gonna give a quick shout out to them real quick. First off, we have the main 100x35 roster. Dear Lord, they have been absolutely incredible. A top 6 in RLCS, and of course, Team Silence, previously known as Rotating Up, has competed in some of the Rocket Rush tournaments, and I'm just so happy for them and their journey through RLCS. So congrats to them. And of course, the Solace Path Better Together 3v3 tournament. That is a $1,500 prize pool. It is the second tournament. They describe it as an epic 3v3 Rocket League showdown where communities collide and legends are made. This massive 1,500 prize pool is a lot to compete for. And the Better Together tournament is about being together. It's about being a community. We celebrate the game that we love, and we celebrate the love that we give the game. And yeah, just tons of good events going on, tons of teams making statements in the circuits that they are competing in.
All these tournaments just make you love the competitive scene even more. Obviously, the Better Together one, a lot more based on community and competitiveness, but it's always great to see these fantastic tournaments, letting you see so many different teams and all this stuff. And we also get the blessing of being able to cast during the Better Together tournament, which I was going to broadcast with you guys, but I have to get my wisdom teeth extracted. So the great thing is you guys get a different person because you guys see me every single week, and I'm sure you're sick of me by now. Just to make me feel better, say you're not. Thank you.
Well, Sean, when you get your wisdom teeth removed, I'm wishing you a very speedy recovery,
Thank you.
so I can get
Thank you.
I can get right back in the booth with you.
Thank you. Of course. I was gonna take a backup role, but I said, you know what? Let me not be like blah 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 while everyone's going all quick and stuff. I said, let me get someone else in that's gonna be 10 times better than me drooling all over the microphone. So, but after that, I should be back the week after. But that week is gonna be awesome. The Better Together tournament, all these tournaments, it's gonna be fantastic. Rocket League. That's the best part.
Yeah, usually when you have a $1,500 prize pool like that, it attracts a lot of good teams.
Yeah.
I've experienced it. I've cast the $1,500 tournament before. They are absolutely so fun, and not only for the casters, they are an absolute blast for the viewers. So on December 5th through 6th, please, please, please tune in to the Better Together Soulless Path tournament.
And while we wait we have, speaking of Soulless Path, they will be in our next game. I see just Doc in there. What's up, Doc? We love Doc over here. When we were casting their Soulless Path run, that was awesome. They just missed out. Just missed out on me getting in on that. I was on backup. I was on double backup. They said one more. They said one more, and I would have been in. Unfortunate though. Unfortunate. But this is. I mean, I got to see the last series with. I'm gonna say Caguamos Gaming. I think that's right. Caguamos. Either way.
Yes.
And that was a fine series. I can't remember if I saw the Soulless Path. The Soulless Path always wows us in these tournaments anyway, and I think this is the gang's first time here. If not, production can let me know because they're going to be a lot quicker looking at it than I am. But with Soulless Path's track record, they have been an excellent team. And I'd say that the easy favorites in this one, and no, I'm not being biased anymore. That was last week. This week, we're back and even. So I think still this is going to be a great game. And we saw some great overtime games in the past series, thanks to Lowacki and Kenzo for doing such a great job. More overtime games would be awesome. Or if we do, that's still best of 3. So if we go to game 3 and all that, obviously when we get to the grand finals, we get to the best of 5. We've had some great best of 3s recently. I hope the trend shall continue.
Yeah, I do too. And while we're talking about this game and we're talking about the games in the future, I want to mention that Soulless Path beat Silenced Gaming when they were rotating up in this tournament. That is an absolute crazy fact that they beat them in the Rocket Rush. And Soulless Path is not a team to be laughing at. That team has Lucas RL, Fast, and Rapid. That is a great team and a great lineup of players.
And I don't want to, be a pun intended kind of guy, but they do play, like, they live up to those names. Like, I know it's cheesy, but, like, they are rapid, they are fast. I don't know if it's just a coincidence that they happen to have people named like that, but I'm telling you, these guys are quick. These guys move. You have to be, let's give a little pregame. You have to have boost against these guys. You have to have boost against these guys. If you are lacking in positioning, communication, this is a team that will run you, like drive you off the field. It's going to happen. But if you're this far in here, I'd like to imagine you've got that stuff down pretty good. This isn't the first couple rounds. So now that you're this far in, I would expect that you can be there. Obviously, if you're not, it's okay. You got here anyway. So hopefully we see some great defense against Soulless Path. The one thing, the communication, when you go so fast, if you're Soulless Path, sometimes that one mess up leaves a giant crater in the field. Now, they've been very good at avoiding that. But if that does happen, you have to be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, and like I said the last time I casted Soulless Path, I complimented them a lot on their off-ball play, the demos and the boost steals. You just talked about how important it is to have boost against this team. If Soulless Path gets that midfield pressure and they can get that first man to just go around the goal line and go anywhere he wants, all your little pads are gone. All your big pads are gone. You can't rotate out mid because you take the chance of getting demoed by third or getting your mid pad stolen. So this Soulless Path team, they're not going to give you any room whatsoever to move.
The only thing you can do, let's assume you're back in the first place when you don't have boost, is put all 3 people in the box and pray. That's all you got. That's all you got. I'll tell you that. I'm not gonna say first-hand experience because if I always say every week reserve, we haven't done it together, so I'll let you know. If I ever played in one of these tournaments, I'd get permabanned instantly. They'd kick me out. They'd say never come back. They wouldn't even let me cast again. They haven't told me that, but I know if I ever went in here. So now let's go watch the real players play.
I am very excited for this one. This is the winners final of the 7th Rocket Rush. Soulless Path versus Caguamos Gang. And it gets started off early here. We already see this Soulless Path midfield control as Neeks is going to take it, try to put it mid. There's a jump off the wall, not quite able to do anything with it. And this is some good pressure for Soulless Path right here. Neeks had to use all of his boost to get up to that one, and Luca is going to relieve all of it.
They leave you to gamble a little more. Soulless Path being there. They leave you to gamble a little more than you want. As they're going to come closer to the net, won't be able to finish it. There's still a follow-up effort by Luca, and he's going to put it in on the retap. Such great patience just to get it around the defense of Caguamos Gaming. This is what you have to expect. You have to always be on your toes. You cannot sleep.
Yeah, we saw Caguamos get off to a very fast start there, but Soulless Path just shut it down instantly. As you see Rapid go on the kickoff here. Meek sending it towards the net, tries to pre-flip into it fast. Going to get that 50 in front of the box. It looks like Neeks wanted that touch, not able to get it. Again, like we saw in the beginning of the game, they have the pressure. Can they connect on it? The bumps are coming out. It's going to get sent to backboard. They have a sort of open net, but Luca gets up there in time.
If you're going to pressure this much, assuming you're going to keep that boost, you have to be able to get back. If Caguamos Gaming can can continue with this pressure and win the 50-50 battles, they put Soulless Path in a really rough spot because they'll always have the advantage. The way that Soulless Path will get through this Caguamos Gaming pressure is by forcing them to overcommit and force them to be late in their rotations back towards their own net. Now, Caguamos Gaming's pressure can overlap that in a sense that Soulless Path can't commit anything. They cannot get anything started on offense as the ball is quickly rolling towards Caguamos Gang's net. But I think that is exactly how this game is going to go. It's going to really depend on... It's honestly going to be a bit of a chess match, is what I'm seeing. Oh, well, that's not in chess. As BX is going to put it in the back of the net after a quick demo. I need a replay on that demo. Boom! Send them down. No one in goal. Or you could just play a little bit of demo ball and score on your own. That's one way to do it. 1-1 with 3 minutes and 22 seconds left to go.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with you on the rotations thing, by the way. And this pro bubble play, if your rotations are not good enough, they will get punished instantly. These pros have such a good eye for seeing who is out as third man, as Luca. Gonna pass it towards Fast. They're kind of spread out from each other. 3 minutes and 5 seconds on the clock now. Fast gets the reset, and what a shot from him to take the lead for Soulless Path.
One of the things that I've seen Soulless Path do really well, they play solo ball. However, there's a second. Look, as you see Luca flying in right behind, there's always going to be a second effort. It's not selfish. They just let each other, they play off each other, and they do a really good job of it, and that's one of those plays I think.
Again, talking about rotations, that's one of the crucial things in this team's play style. As you said, it's Rapid, sends that towards the corner, taking it off, trying to get it over One and Only Secret. One and Only Secret going to be able to get the 50, and it gets cleared away to the Caguamos side. Neeks with no boost on the wall right now, looking to do something. Luca with a beautiful recovery is going to send it slightly over Rapid. They're keeping this ball up in this midfield, and they have control of the midfield, but One and Only Secret, a great touch right there. Neeks misreading it, a couple of shots, but some great defense by Soulless Path.
Their rotations are so good. Now, I mean, he kind of shot it straight at the Soulless Path defense, but they are always in a spot where they have a chance. Sometimes when you're in net, you kind of sit yourself and park there, and you can't make those rotations to the left or right side of net. You're left guessing. When you have those two guys on either side, if you're really good at communicating it, one guy will save and one guy will run, and you could just get out there and transition. If Drax can't stop this, which you will be able to even with the demo, Fast going to have an open net. Nope, Drax going to respawn in time. But with how fast they play, their defense has to be extremely coordinated, and especially on that last defense, I think we saw that there.
Yeah, we're seeing coordinations from both teams. It may be 2-1, but I feel like both teams have played pretty even so far. And Soulless Path have just kept it in the corner of Caguamos Gaming, and they're going to continue to do so. This is great time wasting for them. They gave up a little bit of the midfield there, so it's going to give an opportunity for Caguamos, but some good clears right there. These guys have just played with each other so much. They know each other's play style, and the ball is being placed perfectly.
As if Rocket League wasn't enough of a game of angles, we see so many different angles here. This is not just side ball. This is not down the middle. We're seeing people coming in from 45-degree angles. We're seeing those great a lot of passes across the field by Soulless Path, even with their great solo play. But like you said, this is not a one-side dominated game. It is 2-1. The possession is likely close. Maybe Soulless Path have an extra shot or two or a possession or two on offense. But this has been a very good defensive tight game.
Yes, it has. And with 45 seconds ticking down on the clock, Caguamos gang has to get something going here. As Fast going to get a good touch right there. This is their chance, but Fast almost basically dribbling the car there to prevent the boost still. And we see that gives Rapid room to move this ball downfield. Soulless Path have a lot of possession in this last 30 seconds, and they're not looking at stopping. They're starving the boost. Everybody on Caguamos is starved. There's a bump right there, and almost an own goal by one and only Secret. This is getting really risky.
Like you said, this is prime time wasting. I don't think Soulless Path cares if they score. They don't need the insurance goal if all they're going to do is keep the ball in the air. Well, they'll get the insurance goal as Fast scores and puts them up 3-1 with 3 seconds left to go. That is the dagger, ladies and gentlemen. But they do so much time wasting. They lull you to sleep and they just dribble. Look at that. It's not a quick goal, but it's a good angle. And they force you to come out of the net. There's no time left. You have to commit, and that's what happens.
Yeah, and Caguamos is going to have some more chances. They may force a game 3. They're just going to keep this ball up. Look for a little nice goal right there. Gets the reset, but Fast does not want them to get that compensation goal. A very good game from Soulless Path right there. I feel like the 2-goal gap between the teams doesn't really tell us much about what happened in that game. I thought it was way, way closer than that.
You know, the only thing that game really tells us is Soulless Path happened to score 3 goals and Caguamos only scored 1. I know it's grass is green, sky is blue, but like this wasn't like a dominating. This wasn't Soulless Path in your face. They got out in transition, sure, but this wasn't 400-mile-an-hour gameplay or anything. They played smart. They played slow. There's a great term, especially in sports. You have to play fast to slow. You cannot just go full speed the whole time. You have to be able to slow and see your options. Now, obviously, there's going to be some solo plays where you're just going to do whatever you want. And if you score, you score. If you don't, you don't. But this was a very technically played game. And I think Soulless Path just happened to get the best of it.
Yeah, as we get into game 2 here, the overlay tweaked out a little bit, folks. We get an early start from Soulless Path of 1-0 in the series. You're going to see Caguamos kind of come back here, trying to get some more pressure. And Drox was staying a little bit far up on the rotation right there. So it did give Soulless Path some space to move. Fast going to get demoed right there. And Caguamos Gaming just trying to clear this ball away.
This is what Soulless Path will do. They might not score, but they're just going to keep it on your side. We did see sometimes in, I think, their RLCS qualifier games, or excuse me if I'm getting that information wrong, but they will take it to their side just to have possession if they see fit. But times like this, look, they'll just go. They don't go that fast every single time, even though we boasted about their pressure a little bit. But they play just time. They're going to have more possession. Maybe it doesn't feel overbearing. Maybe it's a Caguamos gang it does because they're the ones losing in the series right now. But they're not going to overpower you. They'll play Rocket League. They're not going to do anything special. They just play it very, very, very well.
Yeah, and it feels like Caguamos Gaming has only been on offense for 10 minutes of this game, and we're already 1 minute and 10 seconds in. So you need to see a little bit more pressure on them. And if you look at your right side, you will see Caguamos barely has any boost. This is the first time they're getting boost all game, it feels like, and that is because Soulless Path has been so good on their off-ball work. And this little bit of offense right here for Caguamos, they got to make the most of it because they're not getting much of it. It goes off the backboard. He got the pre-jump in there, but a double commit from Soulless Path proves risky. Dear Lord, Neek's got the angle on that one and put it in.
I mean, I'm going to let everyone watch this goal. Don't let me yap over it. My goodness, that's just a beautiful angle. I don't think Soulless Path was expecting that to go. I think they were expecting a clear, just a fine finish out of Caguamos gang.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it either. I was going to call the double commit and say it worked out for Soulless Path, but dear Lord, got that little bit of boost and was able to do a lot of work with it. And they're grabbing their corners now, and it feels like they have a little bit more control of this game. That is an open net. If Reeks can find the angle, he doesn't. He looks for the pass instead. Nobody was mid close enough, and that pinch is going to be a very unlucky situation for Soulless Path as Kagwamo goes up 2-0 in the game.
Wow, yeah, that is very unlucky if you are a Soulless Path. But now we get to see how are they going to play from behind. We've seen Kagwamos' game. Pressure has worked out very well this game. They're forcing Soulless Path to make quicker decisions than they did last game. Soulless Path hasn't been able to control the possession as much. Kagwamo's gang is just flying towards the net. If the ball isn't going in by like, it's controlled, but it's also kind of like cartoon sound effect gaming. But at the same time, they're doing a really good job of it. They're just taking the risky angles, and it's worked this game. They're playing risky ball, and when you're down in the series, but you see fit, maybe it works. It's working right now.
Yeah, it absolutely is, and it feels like Soulless Path have had their rotations just kind of ruined here. You don't see as much of a midfield pressure from them right now. And we can see it on this Kagwamo offense as Drock's just going to make Fast use all of his boosts, but now there's only one man back. Fast is going to choose to go for the demo. Luca with the shot, and I have no idea how one and only Secret got back to that ball, but he did. And there's a counterattack for Kagwamo's gaming right now. Fast setting it up the wall, gets back up there, living up to his name. Fast did not let the man on the wall get to that ball.
There's an angle here for Soulless Path. We'll be able to get it. Kagwamo's gang has gotten back, but it doesn't mean they can stop it. Nah, they've stopped it. They've stopped it actually very, very well. That was great defense. Don't listen to me. Fast is still going to look here. It's going to be a solo option. Won't be able to get there. Neax is going to take it off the wall. They've played much, much better defense this game. They've not let Soulless Path control this game in the slightest. As they look for a third goal, they won't be able to find it. They still have an opportunity. They have 3 on the side. It looks like they're going to have to go and play some defense. Fast is really, and I was going to say, he's the only one there. He's not going to be able to get anything out of it. As another demo comes in, there's a lot of these this game. But every attack is so short for Soulless Path this game. So short. Their possession is like 10%. They get one shot. The ball. Okay, is it just gonna? Okay, well, that's a dribbler if I've ever seen one. Let's get a replay on this one. So one and only Secret banks it. Luca grabs it, and he just kind of falls on it. All right. Well, you score how you score, and you do not get upset. 2-1. Now let's see, can Soulless Path get back into their rhythm?
That was just a very unfortunate. We have had 2 very unfortunate goals in this game so far. And Kagwamos choosing not to go for that corner boost, but Luca also doesn't go grab it, so not much there. It looks like Reeks is on the ceiling right now. I don't think he had the flip. He wanted to go for that one. Fast going to get a very good 50. This Soulless Path team has done such a good job on choosing when to 50 and when not to. 50 seconds on the clock now. Could get a goal right here. Luca going to slightly miss it. It goes out to the midfield, but Soulless Path not going to be able to get any goal off that pressure.
I'm curious to see how desperate Soulless Path will play here since they have the one game advantage. Do they think that they could flop this second game, maybe come in with a new game plan? Obviously, I think they're going to try and score as fast as going for it. He doesn't have an angle. Great defense by Kagwamo's gang. There's still an opportunity. Neax is going to say no. Does he have the boost to get it up? He gets it over. Luca's still looking. Can't get the pinch. It's going to fly towards Soulless Path's goal. They're losing time, and they're losing time quick.
Yeah, they are. 10 seconds on the clock now. 7 seconds make something happen. Luca going to make it go in the air. Didn't get the reset on it. One and only Secret going to clear it to the wall. Rapid has a little bit in the tank. It's going to go out mid. Fast was there, choosing not to go for it and not taking the bounce out mid that they wanted. We have a tie series now for a chance to go to the grand final.
Well, we were looking for a game 3 or something on the overtime. We got the game 3. So, well, they've gifted us a game 3 in this late. This is great. And just a reminder, the person who comes into the grand final from the winner's bracket will have a 1-game advantage over the person who comes in from the loser's bracket. Now, we have seen one team from the loser's bracket win the grand finals. I can't remember who it is. Will it happen again today? We'll find out. But right now, we are on game 3 of the Soulless Path Kagwamos gang winners finals.
Yeah, we are. And of course, we see one team get off to a very fast early start here. Luka has a chance at the net, but one and only secret. He's been very fast to get to those balls defensively. And it looks like only one player on Caguamos has boost right now. Solus kind of hogging it all. Not going to be able to get that over the net, but going to leave it on the backboard. Just trying to find somebody mid, but there's just not enough pressure from Solus Path to cause a goal there.
I think they also haven't had many great second opportunities. Caguamos Gaming, what was going so well for them in the second game, they kept it on Solus Path's side, and the ball they happen to be in the right spot, and you can only play what's in front of you. They did a good job of taking their second opportunities. It feels like Solus Path, I was talking about their unselfish gameplay, they just happened to play off of each other, as Luka might have he won't, Niax puts a great contestant, but the second efforts haven't been there. I don't think it's solo ball, but they haven't had the same follow-ups and angles as Caguamos Gang has had.
No, they have not, as we're almost halfway through this game, and we still have not had a goal scored. Very different from our past 2 games. It's been very even so far. Midfield control has been very even between both teams. Drock's going to get a beautiful bounce off the backboard, but fast with a great save. Luka going to clear that one out. This starts a counterattack for Solus Path. Drox with no boost on the backboard. One and only secret can't go for that one. Luka choosing to just take possession of the ball, not going to put a shot on net, and the counterattack is going to get stopped, but Rabbit keeping that midfield pressure right there. He's going to clear it back towards the net. That's going to be a sharp bounce down, but fast, just not quite able to read it.
Luka's going to conserve his boost. Well, not anymore. He has no boost. But I was going to say, try to just keep it on Caguamos Gang's side. Rapid is going to, they're going to give him a save for that. Calm. Is he going to be able to get it out of their side, though? The counterattacks for Solus Path have not been there. I think Caguamos Gang is just cutting their losses if they miss and sending all 3 back. I think they kind of have a game plan against Solus Path's offense as they almost get it as it hits off the crossbar. Luka can't find it. Rapid's going to look for a second effort. It's a soul by the one and it's a save by one and only secret. A fantastic display of defense from Caguamos Gang, shutting down the Solus Path offense. And just as I was saying, I don't even know what I was saying. That defense was so good.
Dear Lord, Rapid gonna put a stop to it though, and Drox was just really awkward in net. Not the shot out of all of those that I thought would go in. Drox just got really awkward at the back of the net.
I couldn't agree more. Not at all the shot that we were expecting. We were expecting something grand, but they caught a good angle. These past, what are they? 3 or 4 goals, 3 goals, have been all about angles. It has not been about how fast you can shoot the ball. It has been all about angles.
Yeah, absolutely. And Caguamo Gaming needs to kill this momentum from Solus Path right now. They need to find a way into their side. And we see Fast right here controlling that midfield, and Rapid with a great fake right there, but a little bit of a miscommunication between him and Luka that sets up an opening for Caguamos. It goes out mid, but Luka going to be able to pinch it away. Not letting that bounce out was crucial to keep the ball possession for Solus Path.
Anything to keep it out of their net. They don't care how they do it, and they don't care where in the net they do it, as long as it is not in the back of their net. And I think that's the game plan they're going to run with for the rest of the game. They want to make Caguamos Gang uncomfortable, and I think they're doing a great job of wrapping the shot on goal. One and only secret with another save, just trying to keep Caguamos Gang afloat. Luka looking, won't find it. There's still pressure. I mean, as Drax is going to take it down, will there be a second effort? Not quite. But this now, it feels like Solus Path has much better control over this game compared to last game.
I just watched Drox take Fast all the way down the field. He chased them the entire way and up the wall and jumped with him as Reeks gonna fake it out almost. Fast nearly falling for it. They have possession right here. They have a chance. Luka with no boost on backboard was not able to get a good clear on that one. Is able to grab the corner though. Luka taking this one up. Drox gonna be able to meet him there. And Neeks taking the ball right from him, trying to get it out mid. It's a weird angle, not a sharp enough shot to go in. And with a minute to go here, Caguamo needs to find something.
Something indeed is what they need to find. They might find something. It's going to be Drax. He's going to tie the game with 52 seconds left. Ask and you shall receive. As Drax puts it in, let's see this one. Oh, maybe a little deke there from his teammate. Is able to. Oh, that is great technique. Just send it to the left side of the goal, completely against Solus Path's momentum. That is a beautiful finish to tie the game.
Yeah, it is. And now things feel pretty even, but for some reason, it feels like Caguamo has the momentum right now. All 3 players are up. One's going to rotate back. That's going to be a shot by Neeks. It's going to be far right. He's not going to be able to get the double. Trying to just get it mid. Weird pre-jump right there. As Fast has no boost here. I'm seeing some communication issues from Soulless Path right now. It seems like they're not sure who they want to go.
I think they're just trying to throw it towards Kagwamos Gang's goal, which I guess worked in a sense earlier, but it was kind of just a good angle. Rapid's gonna find another angle. I need to see a replay of that. I think it bounced off of a Kagwamos Gang's car.
That was
yes,
the dunk
comes in. Wow.
That was the dunk of the century. Dear
Wow.
Lord, Rapid just said, "I own you." That's literally what he just said to him.
On his head, no regard for human life. Rapid scores another goal, and it just happens to be the one to put them up 2-1. 10 seconds left to go. Kagwamos Gang back against the walls.
Absolutely. 6 seconds on the clock now. Soulless Path going to get a crucial clear out. Rapid with a great 50. Neek's going to have to turn on it fast.
He still has
Going
it.
to have to get it flicked up. One and only Secret's going to jump. Going to
he's
fake it out.
missed.
And nobody was there under him. I saw the vision with the fake, but with nobody sitting under him, it just was not possible. And if they fell for the fake, if somebody was under him, that would have been a goal.
I think a slight... there's two ways that could have gone. Two ways. Either, I'm going to go with your option because I think you're better at Rocket League than me, is that he went for the fake and there was a lack of communication. The other way that I saw was he just straight out missed it. Now, I'm going to assume they didn't do that because these guys are much, much better than I am. So I'm sure their way is a lot better than what I'm thinking. But that's just unfortunate. The one time where you didn't want the lack of communication just happened to show up there. But if you're Kagwamos Gang, they should be seeing the losers bracket, so they should have another shot. And from what I've seen against Soulless Path, very solid gameplay. Very, very solid. Both sides. This could have gone either way. This could have been 2-1 Kagwamos Gang. This could have been 2-0 either way. But both of these teams just played what was in front of them. They took the path that led to goals. They did just a very good job of playing their own games, and Soulless Path just happened to come out on top.
Yeah, they did. And I really, until the last 10 seconds, until the ball hit the ground, I didn't know who was going to win that one. And it was...
We get a replay of ourselves? Okay, never mind. Sorry.
Hey,
that's cool.
I don't blame our producer for wanting a replay of us. We are absolutely beautiful human beings. So thank you, producer. We will get those replays up screen for you, hopefully.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you so much, Ben. Oh, sorry to cut you off. The one team to make it out of the losers bracket to win in the grand finals was Nameless Esports. Thank you, Ben, for that. Ben's just giving. Our producers have just given us everything so fun tonight. These guys are the best. Are you kidding me? These guys are the best. Oh man, even if it was a mistake, it was the right mistake. The right mistake. But to get us back on track, I'm curious to see who Kagwamos Gang will play in the losers because this was a really good game. If they can play maybe just a little bit more refined, Gold Stars is who they will play. Thank you, producers. So if they could play a little more refined, their communication just a little bit better, I don't think it would be crazy to say they'll meet Soulless Path in the grand finals.
Absolutely not. And we'll just have to see what happens as we're going to go to a short little break as we get ready for the loser final. So please stick with us.
We got 15 seconds on the clock.
15 seconds. Can you get it done in regulation, or will we have to go to overtime? Gengar air dribbles over everyone. 90%, 2 goals back to back. Off the kickoff, Gengar shows up big. Air dribble, bumps Sith out of the way, says, give me that goal. And now... has to show up once more, and now it will. So Woofy started to air dribble forward. The bump trying to come through from Reeker. Reeker won't be able to find it, but so Woofy will, and he'll find the goal. So Woofy has both here for the Nameless Esports, and they have tied it up 2-2 going in to the latter half of this game too.
Gonna dribble it in the air. Ooh, the accidental bump on Sith, going for it. but still able to make it in time off the wall. Oh my goodness, almost fell into the corner, but it sets up perfectly for Reeker to take the first goal of game 4.
Sith, a phenomenal job there. The double tap off the post, and Reeker is...
And this is, like you said, a war of attrition. Who can hold out until the last second?
Yeah, it's what about that as Chris gets it in. Finally, a score happens. He forced his way as Dr. Duck tried to make the last second save, but it was not going to be nice. He actually, Chris knocked the player out of the way.
No, can't get the angle. So
way too much.
He's looking for it. Oh, he's gonna score! So Whoopi seals the game! 10 seconds left. Rhyme or reason does not matter when there's that little time, so Whoopi puts it away and slams the clock on the floor. We might be looking.
Save Esports, congratulations. You finally done it. You are our champion.
Not to Stellar. Vi gets it out of the way. Vi's going to bring it up the wall. He's going to look towards the middle. He has Breezy in the middle. He's going to get it to him. 3 back. Hey, whoa! Div! Are we stat padding? He just bumped his own teammate.
Div, that was actually a beautiful read. That's actually a really tough call to cut across.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Rocket Rush number 7 weekly. And I said that in the completely wrong order. Let me try that again. Welcome to the $100 weekly Rocket Rush. This is the 7th iteration of this weekly tournament. It's good to have you all back for the losers finals between Caguamos Gang and Gold Star. It feels like there are some familiar names on this team, but I can't quite get my brain racked on it, Sean.
I'm going to trust you in that they're familiar because I'm not even going to bother looking at the list. I'm not going to know who they are. But what I do know is if they've made it this far in the losers bracket, either, I think they're here for the first time, rookie luck. But I'm going to assume that that's not the case. Both teams are here for the first kiss. Okay. And they are in the losers finals. So they've done something right. That's what I can tell you guys. And I wish we were sponsored by Insights.gg again, Reserve. I got D4 week 1. I got him week 1 with something I would have gotten you this time. But you're safe for another day. But either way, we have Gold Scar. I can't get over this name. How did they Gold Scar. Also, if you're on one of these teams and we're not pronouncing your names right, please do let us know in the Twitch chat. However, I think we're doing a good job. I'm sure everything's been completely fine over here. We are proficient in the English language, so I think we're all right. I think we're okay. I think we'll be fine.
Well, let's get into the game between Gold Scar and Caguamos Gaming. My player to keep an eye on this game is Nitri. Nitri has finished top 8 in the MENA 2v2 Open and has also finished top 22 multiple times in the MENA Regionals. So he's going to be a very crucial player to keep an eye on this series.
It's always fun to have a player like that to keep your eye on because you get to see what they specialize in. We've seen guys who specialize in just being a pest. As the ball's slowly going to roll towards the blue side, I think Gold Scar's blue side. But either way, it's always fun because you get to see how much impact they have on the game. Or if they're just a team player, if they just know how to work with their team, they don't do anything special, but they know how to make game-winning plays. It's always so much fun to have players like this, so notable. Obviously, you know who he is, which is fantastic, because I wouldn't have. So, give Reserved Wolf a thumbs up in the chat for that, because he's a star for this one.
Actually, I would like to give a shout out to Liquipedia for providing me all the information that I know. As Gold Scar getting really aggressive here. This is a play style we haven't seen much in this tournament. They're keeping that midfield really, really far up right now, and some balls have gone over them, but it seems like they have the speed to get back to him as they are keeping this inside the goal blocks. You'll see Nitri turn back for this one immediately and jump for it immediately. Good pressure right here. They just got to keep this midfield control going.
I think they really just want Caguamos to overcommit. They want to force them to make a mistake. Not to say Gold Scar can't make their own opportunities, but I think they just want to deflate Caguamos. They want to make them mess up. Make them do something that will knock them off their game. Not necessarily the most Rocket League-esque, but just do something to score that they may have never seen before. When you're this late into a tournament and you're in it doesn't matter losers or winners bracket, you've seen everything. You've seen any play style. So getting guys off their toes and forcing them to completely change their game plan, that is something that can happen in this later stage of the game and can completely change around the series.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm liking what I'm seeing. I do feel the Mina playstyle coming from Gold Scar. That aggressive kind of try to play as perfect Rocket League as you can style for Mina is not working on the goal line. He gets the 50. What a save. I thought that one was going to be 50'd in. And the aggression is clearly working for Gold Scar. They may be on the back foot right now, but they are slowly making their way out of the hole.
Grown man strength, or I don't even how do you even make that into Rocket League terms? That's what we're gonna go with, this grown man strength. I have a question for you, unless we're gonna get a goal here, it's gonna hit the crossbar, no follow-up. How do you think Nitri's 2v2 gameplay will translate into a 3v3 style tournament? Do you think it's gonna hold up, or do you think he needs to change something ever so slightly?
Well, you obviously always have to change something so much more slightly when you get into this threes mindset. He looked for a crazy angle right there. Some good pressure from Gold Scar. But yeah, he has a little bit more room to be aggressive. Like right there, you would not usually turn for that in a 2v2 setting. So as long as Gold Scar keeps this aggression up, I think they can give Nitri a lot of room to work.
So just being able to get that flexibility of a 3v3, you think will work 100% in Gold Scar's favor with Nitri on their team?
Yeah, I do, and we've seen it so far. It's been a very even game.
Yes, it's been very a minute 30 left, 0 goals. This is incredible. This is very, very bad.
Well, now that we said something, they're gonna score. As that one
don't
sails
do it,
slightly over the goal.
That was as close as we're gonna get. A really bad Gasper curse last week. I don't need another one.
Yeah, surely nobody is going to score. Gold Scar is not going to score right here, as they're actually not, as Nitri's not going to be able to find the double tap right there from Neeks. Dro going to take this one, going to get the 50. Dro driving forward, getting that boost. This is good pressure right here. He's looking for the demo, not going to get it. It's going to come in late, and some good defensive clears from Gold Scar right here. 55 seconds to go in this game. They have a chance. Demo! And Gold Scar is going to go up in the late part of this game with 51 seconds to go.
It's Bluey, and I think that demo is such, I'm going to say it's smart, because to me it's really smart, but that's a game-winning play. That, I don't know if demos show up on the stat sheet, but it's not an assist, it's not a shot, but it's something to just clear the way for your teammate, like an airplane getting out of the way. It's just something to clear the path that just... Gosh, I don't know if I'm as qualified as you are to comment on this one. I'm stumbling. But Bluey scored. Doesn't matter. 1 goal, 30 seconds left to go. 2 score. Bluey scores again. 2-0 with 30 seconds left to go.
I would like to point out how Nitri has set up both of these plays, and a lot of it I think is that twos knowledge. We saw it in the last goal where he went for the demo. Threes players, they know when to come off the ball. These professional bubble players, they know when to come off the ball. But twos players really know when to not go for that ball. And it's really showing in Nitri's playstyle.
I'm so glad you're here to talk about this kinds of stuff. This is the best part about having a great partner who knows what on earth they're talking about with Rocket League.
Thank you. I appreciate the kind words.
Of course, as we roll down with 10 seconds left, Caguamo's getting likely to, and it's going to be 3-0 as Nitri will get his own goal after his 2 assists, just to put a stamp on it. 3-0 will take this game 1.
Yeah, and just a really, really good game from the side of Gold Scar. And it's not like this was a blowout. This was a very close game up until this point. Nobody had scored until the 55-second mark, but Gold Scar, again with that aggression, and Nitri setting up a lot of plays for his teammates, were able to pull it out.
I'm gonna wait for the cameras to cut back to me because I got a joke and it's probably really bad, but people need to see this with their own eyes. I will say 3-0 Gold Scar, great performance. Okay, now that the cameras are here, you have to. I'm gonna apologize in advance. That Nitri demo, that was almost like finding a gold scar. Oh my gosh, let's just go. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Ben, can we cut his camera and mic off, please? Can we just get him off the stream? What an app.
All right. Anyway.
And he's back. Welcome back, Sean.
Sorry, I had to take a second after that one. Anyway.
Oh well, Sean. Considering that we're both Mets fans,
Game 2 already.
considering that we're both Mets fans, and I see the David Wright jersey in the background, we're both pretty bad. We're both pretty used to bad jokes. So as we get into this game 2 right here, the ball gets put up by Bluey. The backboard's right there for him to get the double tap. Nitri going to put it on, and Neek's just falling
just
very
score,
slowly.
Put us out of our misery.
Not much defense from Caguamos there, and Gold Scar going to continue their scoring barrage that they started in game 1.
That, to finally give a good thing about this, the momentum, keeping that momentum up so quickly is so pivotal because you could lose that momentum really quickly. You could win this first game. I mean, they did it in pretty good fashion. But if Caguamo's gang just came back and scored right away, just like Gold Scar did, we wouldn't be having this conversation. We'd say, okay, now they're back in it. Maybe they've kind of brought it back. No. Gold Scar just comes out, scores right away. They have complete momentum here. They might not have possession in this game as Bluey on both sides of the field, but that momentum is they're riding it right now. We'll see if they'll ride it into some more goals.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're not even a minute into this one. It feels like we are a minute and a half into it, but we're not. And we see some bit of pressure from Caguamos. It's the first bit of pressure we've seen in a while, but Gold Scar just taking very smart challenges here and getting that ball out of there. They have the pressure. They're forcing out some bad touches on defense. They're forcing out some touches that give them the passes, and they're looking for those bumps. I really like that. But speaking of bumps, Caguamos going to pull out the demos. They have the boost. They have the pressure. They have the net almost open. Indicator going to be able to get the save to keep the lead.
Everything but the goal. And you know what I've noticed at a Gold Scar? Their clearances are very interesting. Sometimes when I see clearances, they're just straight up down the middle. They've cleared it out of the corner, which I wonder if that's so they can take optimal paths to the boost and have that opposite side to come in for a save. It's something I haven't seen much, and just it's something I just happen to pick up. I don't know if it changes much as they're going to be on the counterattack. Nitri's going to look for a goal. No one's going to stop him. It's 2-0 with 3:15 left to go. There's that counterattack I was just talking about. Wrong corner, but right result.
Yeah, absolutely. And they finally found that last man out. They finally found who was out of rotation, who was too far up, and it resulted in that open net. That was an absolutely beautiful play by Gold Star, and you were just talking about the clears on their defense. They've been absolutely gorgeous as they have pressure right here, and the pressure just mounts up. We see them just get right on top of each other, right near each other, and it's just too much pressure to handle for the side of Caguamos.
And almost getting the save there, but you cannot be even a second late against these guys. I think it's just that pressure. Maybe that's also coming from the twos. They just double commit, and now even in threes you have that extra guy back if you need it. But they go so quick. It doesn't feel. I'm sure they have a game plan. I can't see it because I can't read it this fast. But I'm sure all of this is being talked about in their chat. I'm sure this is all communicated. It might look chaotic, but it is very sophisticated in their own manner.
Yep, absolutely. And we see this 3-0 lead with 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Caguamos has a very, very long road ahead of them to get back into this game. And if you look at the right side of your screen right now, one just got demoed and neither of them have much boost at all. So it's not looking very good for them. I'm not going to lie to you.
It's just, it's been a rough game for our Caguamos gang, as that's going to sail just to the left of the goal as Nitri comes down with it. It just feels like all they can do is send the ball towards Gold Scar's goal and pray. It's all they've been able to do. The possession in this game is Bluey's just going to miss that one. We'll see if they have defense. They will. Cater, goal. And he is going to make a great save. That one was a little bit better than the joke before. I had to play with that one. That one was easy. But the counterattack has been so quick. Look at this. Look, they just have it within the right spot every time. They have a guy ready to follow up. It's indicator again. This is a great replay, ladies and gentlemen. Just watch this replay. Right up the ceiling. Second guy there. Puts it into that right side of the goal. Whew, that is pinpoint precision.
Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful, and I hate to say it, but every time I watch Caguamos on offense, it seems like oh my lord, and I'm just not even gonna say what I was going to say. That was an absolutely beautiful goal, and that was beautiful rotation right there. We saw Drox just get that fake down and place a perfect shot. And of course, he had a teammate behind him just in case he missed it. That was some perfect Rocket League right there.
Yeah, it's just a good solo play. You can, if you're Gold Scarf up 4-0, so you probably don't really care too much. But if you weren't up 4-0, you tip your cap and you just have to cut your losses. That's a fantastic goal, as you're saying. There's nothing you can really do about that. That's good Rocket League.
Yeah, and Caguamos Gaming, not quite out of it yet. They have a minute and 24 to get something going. So if they can get a little bit more offense right here and maybe get this goal into a 2-goal lead, it could subtly turn into a 1-goal lead in a tie game. But so far, that's not what I'm seeing, as Gold Scar has very good defensive rotations right now. They're just being very aggressive on the ball, and Nitri has this angle. He has the angle for the double tap. Not going to quite be able to get it. One and only secret, getting the 50 right there, and Neeks just sending it out. A minute to go in this game and a minute for Caguamos to do something.
I think what I'm seeing out of Gold Scar here is they're going to play the 1v3. They're going to let one guy get out and attack, and they'll let their other two guys sit back or sit in the midfield if there's kind of like a layup there for them. But they're not going to overcommit at this point in the game. They have no need to. They could just secure this win. I don't think they want to give up any goals going into the... Oh, sorry, that would have been a really bad look. Going into the grand finals. They just want to sail into it. No need to think or anything. There's 25 seconds left, enough to get a goal or two, but with this little time left, T-minus 20, it don't look good. It don't look good for good luck.
Yeah, and with 15 seconds on the clock, I agree with you. I think this thing is over, and if he gets his double tap, it's even more over. But what a save!
Defensive player of the year, I guess. He's got 4 shots, 4 saves, 2 assists, 1 goal. He's just filling the stat sheet, as that might just sail into it's not even gonna hit the floor yet. Almost.
We don't like letting the ball hit the floor. We just don't like it.
And Caguamos King doesn't like kicking all 3 people here. No, okay, neither team do. Okay, so fair and square. Good. I was gonna say, I'm glad that each team had 1 lead. All right. Well, that's a great game out of Gold Scar.
That was fantastic. They found what they needed to exploit out of Caguamos Gaming, and they just kept beating at it. They were just like, we're going to score goals now. We're going to be aggressive. We realized that if we just pressure you slightly with 2 players, you're going to crack every time. It's exactly what they did. Took both games.
100%. And their pressure in the second game, that felt overwhelming. I think if you're Caguamos Gaming, I think they decided to go a little faster in game 2. Well, I'm curious to see how they'll play a game behind when we start the grand finals. Just because when it's a best of 5, you don't take the one game as seriously. But if you lose that first game, you're in deep trouble. 2-0 start, no good. So I'm sure the thoughts going in the back of their head, like, we have to win this first game. I'm not going to say that they do. But hold on. Draw is raiding with a party of 3. Isn't that just... That's
lovely
right there.
That's lovely. Thank you, Draw. Thank you so much.
Sportsmanship. Great sportsmanship. Everyone give a virtual round of applause to Draw if you can. That's beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Good GG's. Look at the sportsmanship. Look at the sportsmanship. Are you serious? You don't find this everywhere.
We appreciate you.
This is what Nameless Esports tournaments look like. Sportsmanship. So Caguamos getting with a great tournament. That's 3rd place. First tourney, 3rd place. And I'm no tournament specialist or anything. That sounds like a good result to me.
That is really good in this bubble seed. And also, he's spreading love, and he's spreading love to the community. You want to know where else you can spread love to the community?
Oh, where, Reserve? Where can you do that?
The $1,500 Better Together Soulless Path tourney, as we have the Soulless Path team in the grand finals facing Gold Scar. So we have to mention it. if you want a chance to win a big prize pool and compete against some good teams and spread the love that you have for the game, please just go ahead and sign up for that $1,500 Better Together Solus Path tourney, December 5th and 6th.
I can assure you I'm not taking up a spot, so trust me, there's going to be room in there. Ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be room in there in that tournament. I ain't taking up a spot. I'm like peak gold. You guys can have it. You guys can have it. Whew, trust me, you don't want to see me there. But thank you for the raid. Long story short, Gold Scar. I'm trying to think. This is gonna be interesting. I like this clash of game plans, styles. That's the word, styles. I like it. The the twos kind of integrated into threes style that Gold Scar has come out with. Compared to a more renowned threes team in Solus Path, obviously with the game lead, we'll see how much it matters. But this is, I hope it's not a blowout, because it's not good for us. But if it is a blowout, then it's just skill diff. I don't know what to tell you. If it's not a blowout though, which would be awesome. I'm not going to say, game 5 or anything, but just something close. And even if it is a sweep, you can still have close games. This is going to be cool. It's going to be really, really cool to see how Nitri, who you were talking about, all accolades list from, all the way down this way, down the Wikipedia page or whatever. And Solus Path, who's had, they might have a Wikipedia page, but they have a great Nameless Esports dashboard page. So they've had great success in the tournament. Gold Scar looking to, if they could get first in their first ever tournament, I'd say that's quite impressive.
Yeah, and we are going to find out soon, as we are going to go to a short little break to give us some time to prepare for this grand final. Do not go anywhere. 2 great teams coming up.
Looking to make the pass happen. Sky's there to contest. A hand up now. Sky pinches it off the sidewall. Will just be collected by Breezy. And now looking for the double tap. Div puts the final shot on off the crossbar. Will not go in quite yet, but finally Div puts in the goal to win this game number 2. And the side of Team Silence are going to win this series in a 2-0 fashion. For now, trying to see if you can break this stalwart defense by the side of Team Silence.
Honestly, at this point, it's looking like that is a no, but obviously at this level of gameplay, things can absolutely change. Sky with a demo and a murderous goal there. It was impossible to see. He used his enemy as the shot put. Lose it all as well, which is exactly what Ignite is looking for, but I'm not exactly so certain that it will happen. I mean, look at the control from Random Shot. He's playing as much time as he wants, and Nava's taking it up as well for a little bit of fun action. Flip reset, and that is just in from Nava, scoring him a goal for this game with 2 seconds remaining, and it looks like this game is all but over.
Yeah, it's been dominant from the side of B. Kamachi. All 3 players in the same spot. It gets taken away from them by Chuz, and they will score. Chuma that one. So now will be a minute 55 left to play with. You still need 3 goals to tie things up. Will be a counterattack coming in. Polar off the back wall sends it. Another one, a double tap, a triple tap.
Like I said, a very short break. Welcome back to the Nameless Weekly, the $100 Rocket Rush Weekly. This is number 7, 7th iteration, and we're right into it. Oh my lord, I didn't even realize. I thought they were still showing replays, as there's a fast start for Solus Path right there. If you're just now joining us, this is the grand final. Solus Path made their way through the upper bracket to get here, so they start off with a 1-game advantage, and Gold Scar just finished their lower bracket game where they won 2-0. Sean, how you feeling about this game?
Well, I'm very curious to see how warm Solus Path is going to come out. You were just talking about how quickly they came out of the gates. How much can they keep it up? They haven't played in a few minutes. As Nitri is going to do, it's going to roll straight into the net. It doesn't matter how quickly you come out. You have to play defense. And Nitri takes advantage of the slow. Let's just see it. Roly-poly, gets the bump. Not much you can do about that. And it's just as quickly as we came back, 1-0 Gold Scar. Okay.
Yeah, and that was an extremely important goal. You got to get this momentum out fast here. And this first game, like you said before the break, is very crucial. Solus Path, if they win this game, they're literally just playing a best of 3, and they're on series point. So if Gold Scar can keep this momentum up and Nitri can do some more work as the first man, as we've seen, they're going to have very good luck.
And what was I going to talk about? Oh, before they just happen to score. I think Gold Scar is going to take advantage of them not waiting. They've played game after game after game. That's all they've done is play game. Solus Path has had to wait around for a little bit. They've had to sit and spectate. Now, Solus Path has been here before. They've been in these kinds of situations. I'm sure, obviously, Nitri has been in these situations. I don't know, as a threes team they have. But who can come out with the situation they've been put in? Will Gold Scar come out because they have the momentum and they have the warm hands? Or will Solus Path play their style, integrate it, and get it set up? That is what I'm very curious about in this game.
I am too, as we're already halfway through it, and Solus Path has not been able to find much on the offense so far. It's been mostly Gold Scar on defense and offense, honestly. And we're seeing these rotations that we were used to seeing last game, and that was a gorgeous fake. We see Nitri just going up for some risky balls, and I quite like it as he gets good 50 right there, gets the pressure going right again, and he jumped with barely any boost. They're feeling confident right now.
I think it's just take it to them. Just take it to them. They don't care how to do it. They want to take it to them. They want to say, just because we're coming from the loser bracket does not mean we are losers. We are coming in. We're going to take it to... Nitri's going to take it in the goal again. The stars shine the brightest on the biggest stage. This is what it's all about. They're just impeding their style. They are just showing off what they have. This is how you make a statement going into the grand finals.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're playing this game down right now, you got to be aggressive like this. I really like the approach I'm seeing from Gold Scar so far. And they're keeping that approach going as Nitri taking it right up to Luca. He's going to go for another Dutch on it. Not quite going to get it, but Fast is starved right there. Rapid left as last man back. Going to get a very good 50. A little bit of luck coming out there. And Indicator looks for a pass mid. Not quite going to be able to get it. Looks for the double tap. And we see Solus Path on the counterattack here, and Bluey just kills it instantly.
They just have been they've just enforced their offense. They are just going to fly at you. They don't want you to recognize traditional. They are not traditional. They are going to just fly. They want you to think quick. They want to make you make a mistake. They're not going to beat you. Obviously, they can use the technique. But they're not beating you with technique. They're beating you by making you think a little harder than any other opponent has needed you to think. As the flies through, Indicator shot, Bluey, score! 3-0, Gold Scar in game one of the Gold Finals. It could be the Gold Finals. As of right now, it's the Grand Finals. And this is how you start. This is how you start.
Well, Gold is making it the Gold Finals. It is no longer the Grand Finals. As we see some kickoff strats come out from the side of Solus Path. The fake not going to work. He looked for a pass to the left, but Rapid was just not ready for it. So chooses to take control of this ball, tries to get the second touch. Nitri was on the backboard just in case Indicator fell for the fake. And that's what I like out of this Gold Scar team. They have very smart defensive rotations, and it's really, really helped them the past 3 games.
As Rapid will put it in the bottom right to get a goal back. You have to wonder with a minute 10, it could be enough. It could be enough. 2 goals in minute 10 is not something Solus Path has not done before. But they just they were aggressive there. That was good aggressive play. Now, can Gold Scar hold it? Can they hold it?
Well,
find out.
Let's see. 1:07 on the clock right now. 67 seconds, as some might say, as Lucas sends that one straight up.
Okay.
Rapid going to get that ball touch with a 50 on Nitri. Indicator looking for that corner read, not quite going to get it. And you see how he turns immediately for the demo. They're looking for him. They just have basic rotations, and it works so unbelievably well for him. As that's a chance towards the net, and he gets it underneath. With 43 seconds to go after I complimented the defensive rotations. It is a 1-goal game.
Oh, it's a great dribble. I think it's a great dribble out of Luca to get it away from Bluey, and it's an even better finish to just take the momentum towards the right side, the opposite of the defender. I mean, it's a fine goal. Well, just as quickly as it was 3-0, is now 3-2. Soulless Path would love overtime right now. They would love it. Usually teams, some of them don't want to go to overtime. Gold Scar is that team. They do not want to see overtime. They want this game to be over with very quickly. They want to make it a best of 3 flat. That's it. They don't want to make it a best of 3 for Soulless Path, and they only need one more game. They want to just take this one. 15 seconds left to go. Plenty of time in Rocket League. Just got to hold it. With 10 seconds, you have to hold it. That's an interesting pass as Luca is going to take it up the left. He's going to put it towards the... Oh, he doesn't get it towards the middle. Indicator, Nitri playing it up. Is it going to go towards the goal? It will. It's going to go towards the ground, though. And Gold Scar is going to take game 1 of the grand finale. Whew.
Yeah, and now it's tied up. It's a tie series, and suddenly everything feels like it's reset. We're now just in a regular best of 3, it feels like. So, Gold Scar won that crucial game 1.
Exactly. Game 1 in the grand finals is the most important game. The most important. In a best of 3, okay, someone wins game 1, blah, big deal. We still can win 2 more games. If they win that game 1 in best of 5, now you have to win 3 straight. That's tough. So to be able to get like you said, to be able to get that game 1, so important in the long run. Very important.
Yeah, and what we saw out of that Gold Scar offense was some very, very solid rotations. Let's see if they can do it again and apply it to this game 3 as they look to take a series lead against Soulless Path.
I'm curious to see how offensive Gold Scar is going to be after their offense kind of got taken out last game in those past couple minutes. I think their passes just weren't very sharp. It was the same kind of chaos, but it wasn't controlled. It just felt like the ball was going to fly down, and Soulless Path was able to get way too many counterattacks out of it. So I'm very curious to see how it's going to go here. If it's going to be more team play, if it's going to be solo play. Obviously, Nitri's going to be in the middle of it no matter what, as we see a demo come out as Indicator is going to go back towards his goal, and great defense by Blue. I'm curious. Like you said, this is 5 games potentially. You never know how different every single one's going to be.
You really do not. As the time ticks down here, we almost have a minute gone in this game. That's going to be a shot towards the net. Nobody was there. Blue was already looking to rotate out, maybe pre-jumping for a weird 50. But Nitri going to try and find the backboard there. And Bluey just jumped immediately after Nitri went out. It's that communication right there that I'm behind you. You have pressure. You have time. And Bluey taking his time right here looking for the net and does not quite get it. But if Gold Scar can keep this communication up, they're in a really good spot.
One of the things Gold Scar does really well, as you were saying, the follow-up, that communication. That's what a strike towards the goal. Luca will put it in for the first goal of the game. We need a replay on this one. Everyone, I'm going to show to pay attention, because look at this. Bam! Oh, wow. I have to assume Indicator has 0 boost. I have to assume.
Well, we saw a little backflip from Indicator right there. It tells me that he was trying to double jump but couldn't quite get there, as we see some early pressure from Gold Scar right here. Rapid does not have the reset, so he's just going to have to take a 50. Nitri banging against that wall, and we're not seeing the best touches from Gold Scar right here on defense. So finally found a way to get that ball out, but we see Soulless Path, they just take advantage of it right again, and not quite the offensive pressure that they were working for, as they have to reset this attack all over again.
They can't get any speed going towards Soulless Path's side. Like they might get the ball, they might get the rock. Here we're seeing a little bit of pace. We'll see if anything comes up. But what I haven't seen out of Gold Scar, like you said, the second chances and saying, I'm behind you, go for it, I'll be back up. Not much passing though. I don't know how passing is at this kind of level, or if you're just going to solo play and be backup. But it feels like Soulless Path has the better offense right now. As we see a little bit of a handoff there, it won't amount to anything, as Luca will get the save. But look at his counterattack. Fizzles always missed the ball. Always missed. It's a disaster. It's a disaster.
That is unfortunate. It's looking like Soulless Path has found the method right now, and it's just boom the ball and watch them struggle, as Bluey, he's just got to wipe that one from his brain. Ted Lasso once said, be a goldfish, and I think you got to be a goldfish right there.
I've even sat down. Oh, man. All right, well, no, but you're completely right, completely right. You have to have short-term memory after that one. It's not about, as they're going to get one back. There you go. Bluey takes, and Bluey giveth back. As there's a nice pass from Nitri. So there we go. That kind of gameplay I want to see more out of Gold Scar. That team play. I mean, follow-up is still team play. But I like seeing that kind of play. That's what I'm talking about. That kind of push.
Yeah, I have to absolutely agree right here. And it looks like they are trying to find the momentum again. That was a very good redirect right
beautiful.
there. This looks good. Nitri going to go a little bit too high to get the double tap, but they're going to keep the pressure right here. Luca sending it all the way towards the midfield, and the indication was already up for it as we see some more pressure from Gold Scar right now. Going to try and send it towards the net. Not quite going to be able to get there. Time is running out. We don't see a counterattack from Soulless Path right just yet. And Fast is going to kill the attack from Gold Scar.
Bluey's going to look to get it started up. Indicator's going to look to get it back towards the center. Bluey right towards him. Nitri's on the ground to the left. He won't get the follow-up. I think he was just playing in a defensive midfield kind of position. This is good pressure by Gold Scar. They're not really getting any strong shots off though. It's been very weak contact towards the. Oh, this is a bad. Never mind. Nitri's Superman Nitri comes to save the day on this one. But it's their offense. I wouldn't even say it fizzles out, but it's just kind of. You know when soda goes flat and you just don't even want it anymore? That's what these attacks feel like sometimes. I want to see maybe a little more pace out of Gold Scar.
Like a flat McDonald's Sprite.
Cool. Don't even get me started on McDonald's. This isn't even, I don't even want to talk about it. As Luca, put me out of my misery, Luca. 3-1 here in the grand final. This is not Gold Scar's final. That's a fan. By the way, let us not allude to that goal. That is a beautiful goal. But just the defense is not. The Gold Scar, the momentum is flatlined.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And with 40 seconds on the clock, Soulless Path
Oh,
really good. And that was such a good touch up. My lord, nobody can read that.
But this is, I think, Soulless Path just in the counterattack, just firing it towards Gold Scars. They're not overcomplicating it. They're just saying we're gonna fire it over there. We're gonna get boost, and we're gonna work from there. They're not. How do I put this? The first touch in the counterattack is not even the counterattack. It's just sending the ball that way. What happens after that first touch, whether it be angles, whether it be how the defense hits it, that's where their counterattack has started. It feels like they're playing very reactive. I mean, Rapid could just boost in the same spot. He'll get 4 saves there, apparently. A much better game out of Soulless Path. I'm going to hope that Gold Scar isn't a one-game Andy. This is a good game from Soulless Path. I ain't even gonna lie. Let me lower my camera because I'm sitting down now. A good game out of Soulless Path. Snoopy. Long story short, I think just not the finest game out of Gold Scar. Not at all.
Well, that was the first game Gold Scar has lost until the. This is the first game Gold Scar has lost since the winter semifinals, which was against Soulless Path, who beat them 2-1. So luckily, this isn't a best of 3, and Gold Scar has a chance to come back.
I have to get the seat up a little bit. Yes, no, completely agree. This is they still have a shot. I think they were just a little deflated that game. Maybe Mr. Speculation over here. Lots of games in a row. Lots of communicating, thinking, maybe a game off. But they got to get right back into it this game if they're going to take a game off in the grand finals.
Yes, they are. And Soulless Path now at series point as Nitri not even going to have to double that one. 5 seconds into game 4, we have a goal.
This is why we have replay review. He just kind of floats it. I guess Luca just took. Did he get 2 boosts there? 3 boosts there? 2 boosts, Luca? What? Very late to get into goal there. They're not going to make the same mistake twice. That's a. Well, Gold Scar's up 1-0. 10 seconds gone. That's what we've got. Okay, it's going to be. What a save by Rapid. I was going to say 2-0. That is a beautiful save. Wow.
Yeah, and like you said, some good defense from Solus Path. Just a tiny little mistake right there that may cost them some momentum in this game. But they have the pressure. What a fake by Luca. I love fakes like that. And it causes Rapid to give them more space to work. Force the guy off the backboard. But Gold Scar just really good at coming back and giving the pressure. But with no boost right here, Solus Path is going to be able to get on a counterattack fast. Barely anything, going to send it over to Luca with the 50, bounces off the wall, but an absolutely great clear by Bluey.
Yeah, and this is going to be, I think, a tale of this. Excuse me. Solus Path, the speed of it's not quite the boost. I think that's killing Gold Scar. This is gonna sound maybe really smart or really dumb. The speed of the ball is so. The average speed of the ball for Gold Scar is just slow. They're giving Solus Path a lot of time to think, a lot of time to regroup. Now, this counterattack is looking promising. They don't quite have the numbers as it just flies right back towards Gold Scar. Their net, and they might get an opportunity here. Oh, my God. Tell them about it. Tell them about it, Reserve. Tell them about it. Oh, my
Tell them about
goodness.
it. Well,
Tell
we
them about it.
we see Nitro right here just pop it over one. He notices Fast doesn't have any boost, and Rapid just having to throw himself at the ball there because Fast had nothing. They were all starved on Solus Path, and it just gives Gold Scar so much room to work. Nitri, an absolutely brilliant mind when it comes to the offense.
Well, I guess it doesn't quite matter the speed of the ball as long as it goes into the opponent's net. I'm still going to stand by what I said, but that is a fine goal, and that one, the speed don't matter. As I'm going to look again, another save by Luca. They're getting the defense. They're getting great saves on. Oh, it's a bump indicator. Good secondary effort on defense there. Is this an open net? Is indicator going to have it? No, he won't. It's a save by Fast. Now we're seeing a little bit more pace, though. A little more pace out of Gold Scar as a runaway car flies across my screen. Looking to pinch it here. He will get the pinch. It's going to go straight towards the net and not quite away from the net. There's going to be a second effort. 2 people in the net. 2 people there to save. It's still 2-0 with 2:30 to go, though. They still have the advantage.
The fact that that miscommunication almost worked out for Gold Scar is insane. Just a little bit of double commits right there. So Solus Path got a little bit bailed out right there. It's 2 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock now. We see him try and get that ball to go forward. Indicator choosing not to take that one from Bluey. Bluey not going to be able to find that corner as it is gone. Luca with no boost on the backboard, sending it down. He just pops it back up. And Nitri with some great speed right there, just not quite to get the angle on the 50. And no. An own goal. That is rough from Bluey. That is his second of the series, by the way.
We need to get a replay on this. It's floating. Oh, it's a disaster.
It's a hard read. It's a hard read.
That is a hard read. Just not enough time to get speed in the air there, and that's just tip your cap. It's a rough angle. You're still winning. 2 minutes left. You're still winning. We've seen how quickly Solus Path can get goals back, but we're gonna see how much fortitude Gold Scar's defense has in these final minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. Minute and 40 on the clock now. It's a very short amount of time for Solus Path to do something. Gold Scar needing an insurance goal right here, and Rapid going to get a beautiful redirect to his corner. Going to grab the boost. A miscommunication right there. Maybe looking for the pinch, but it is going to work out in their favor as they still do have possession of the ball. That is the name of the game right now. It is possession.
Ooh, as Nitri, a nice little flip right there. Going to keep it in the corner. No, I don't think we're going to see a lot of follow-up here out of Gold Scar. They just want to get it out of their side, which is not working as it goes. Oh, it's Rapid again. It's tied, ladies and gentlemen. It's tied. How does this one unfold? Fast off the top. Rapid alley-oop. Slam dunk. An unlucky attempt at a save there. 2-2. 2-2.
Yep, Gold Scar now feel like they're on the back foot, even though the game is just tied. I'm sure they feel like they're losing right now as Luca going to continue this momentum for Solus Path. We see it go straight down. This may give some time for the side of Gold Scar, but Fast living up to his name and fastly challenging that ball. They get it out of their side. Bluey going to try and get the 50. That's a beautiful 50. It sets it up in front of the net, and the pressure gets to him as Indicator sends it just right of the net.
Oh, it might be a little case of the yips, but it won't matter if you can play some defense here. Still a lot of time for either team. It's going to fly off the top. Nitri's going to get there. the gold member, we'll say the captain. We haven't had a captain call in a while. We'll call Mitri the captain of this one. Just got to settle your guys down. You have to be able, oh, that is a beauty of a flick. Not going to be able to get anything off of it. Got to keep the mental for these last 20 seconds. Indicator going down the left side. Is he going to have any teammates? He might. It's a good contest by Luca. Won't get gifted a save. That's not going to show up in the box score. It's going to fly in towards the net. Just a lot of parking the bus. Soul's Path is parking the bus, ladies and gentlemen. The bus might be moving on the offense, though. It's tough. It's tough. I don't think Gold Scar wants an OT right now, but they're going to get one for game 5, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to OT in game 4.
Yeah, Fast trying to get us up to a fast start right here, trying to make this very anticlimactic. Mitri going to have to send that one down. I'm sure Gold Scar's hearts are beating right now. That one's in the mid. It's going to go towards the net. Fast with no boost. Going to have to use everything to get up to it. It's off the backboard now. Rapid sending it too fast. Fast trying to get the reset down. Luca right there. And that is the championship winning goal for Solace Path as they win the $100 Rocket Rush. Wow.
Oh, man. Wow, what a go. Okay.
Bad word.
We like to follow our guidelines here. We don't say, I don't know where that came from. All right, anyway. Put my camera back up a little bit. Okay, wonderful. Well, we didn't get as much overtime as we think we anticipated, but overtime nonetheless, and the overtime went to Soulless Path. Gold Scar, though. I don't want to say it, but they were game 1 Andes. No. They were game 1 Andes.
I don't feel that way.
They played well. They couldn't find it, though. They couldn't play high enough. They were they were game 1 Andes because they won game 1. But you're right. They did not play their only good game in game 1. They couldn't play the late game defense. They couldn't play late game defense. The offense was there. The defense wasn't. Some unbelievably unfortunate goals.
Happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us. Yeah. As they faced off in the winter semifinals, Soulless Path took it 2-1, and Gold Scar unfortunately fell to them again in the grand finals 3-1. So Soulless Path has the series score over them 5-2. So if Gold Scar ever comes back to the Nameless Weekly, then they'll have that looming over their heads, and they'll be wanting to be a good Soulless Path team.
We'd love to have you back, by the way. How do I do that? Soulless Path getting a production second win in Rocket Rush. Congratulations, Doc, and your squad. They came from the winner's side for a reason. They went down. They lost game 1. They kept their mental up. Mental's where it's at in the grand finals. Going through all of these games, winners or losers bracket, it is a marathon. You have to play a lot of games, depending on if you obviously losers bracket, best to win. But if you're winners bracket, you might have overtimes in game 3s, and it's taxing. Who has the will to stick it out to the end? And like you said, Gold Scar did really play well. But Soulless Path just has that championship DNA in them. And they pulled it out.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're getting towards the end of the night. We have some things to say. First off, congratulations to Soulless Path for winning your second Rocket Rush Weekly. Please, round of applause in the chat for them. And let's give a shout out. We have a couple shout outs here, actually. So one of the nameless casters, Deform, we want to give him a huge congratulations for casting at the Game Arena COD Black Ops 7 Championship. And actually, they have something going on at that Game Arena Black Ops 7 Championship. They have a cast-off voting happening tomorrow. So hopefully we can give you that link to that form tomorrow, and we can let you go vote for the form and get him that caster of the tournament. that would be absolutely great for them. We love supporting our casters here at Nameless, and I really hope he wins it.
He didn't win the Halloween costume. He had a really good one, but someone had inflatable Patrick, and this give it to Deform, guys. Go show the support. If they have a live Twitch chat, say you are there from Nameless Esports and you are there for your guy Deform. He is the Nameless Esports representative, and he's doing a fine job of it. Congratulations to Deform. Whether he wins it or not, he's going to win it, though, because I know our chat is faithful. I know everyone on our Discord is faithful. If you want to join the Discord, you can join the Discord. But we are faithful. And Deform's going to win. He's going to win. It's going to be cinema, and he's going to win. And everyone's going to go home skipping and jolly. An early Christmas present.
Yeah, and one more shout out here. We want to give a shout out to Naya and wish them a early happy birthday, as their 19th birthday is on Monday. Naya is a Nameless volunteer and caster, and we just want to wish them the best of luck and an early happy birthday. And I hope it's a great one.
Oh, I think I'm getting old. Congratulations, happy birthday, Naya. Happy birthday. Virtual claps, everybody. I don't know how old you are, Reserve. I'm 22. So Naya's got a few years short on me. And for him to be in this cycle, or not cycle, on this platform, doing such a great job for us and for wherever else he might be doing it, it's a fantastic start to a very, I'm sure, long career for Naya. Happy early birthday.
Absolutely. Yeah. And of course, last shout out here. We're going to mention it one last time. We just want to mention the $1,500 Better Together Soulless Path tournament. They won our tournament. It's only right that we mention it. Go sign up for it. These guys they're hosting this tournament for a very good cause. We want to be better together as a community. We want to show the love for the games that we play. Go sign up and go spread joy and love. Even though it's competitive, we can all still love each other and live in kumbaya. I love it. I love the cause, and I think it's absolutely amazing.
It's going to be Christmas season by the time that one comes up. Jolliness is in the air. December 5th and 6th. We're past Thanksgiving. We're past all the turkey. It's Christmas time. It's a time of giving. Why not give support to Soulless, or it's Soulless Path, right? I'm not.
Yeah, it is Soulless Path.
Oh, jolly that one up. Jolly that stream up. Send them support from Nameless Esports. We'll be casting that one too. If you want to join us here, you can. That'd be really cool. I won't be here. Reserve, will you be on that one?
I will be on that
yes.
one. I will be casting that one.
So you can come here for Reserve. That's exactly what you can do. And I think Naya's going to be part of that one too. I'm going to check. You're getting a sneak peek. I don't know if I'm allowed to do this. But you're getting a sneak peek. Oh, we have the birthday boy on that one too. Oh, it's a lineup and a half. It's a lineup and a half. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. So it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
So
I'm wrong.
That will be streamed on the Soulless Path socials. It won't be streamed on ours, but we will be covering the production for that one. So we hope to see a very good turnout for that tournament. And yeah, that should be all we have to say. I would keep a little eye out this winter. We may have something planned, a little something going on, maybe something that you could sign up for and win money for competing in. But you'll just have to see. I'll just have to see. I'm just being told what's in my ear. So, before we get going, Sean, is there anything you want to say?
Well, just to put it up, our production crew for obviously the Soulless Path, we'll have our production crew. So you know what? Let's give our production crew just one more thing to do for us. Production crew, right before you take us out, everyone have a fantastic weekend. We have a fantastic Thanksgiving if you celebrate. And with that being said, this has been Sean and Reserve Wolf Rocket League Rocket Rush 7. Sorry, it's been a long day. Production crew, get us out of here. Quit our yammering. We'll see you all next weekend. Everyone have a fantastic day. Goodbye.
Bye.
We'll be right back.